obi bese enche kra lawu we all go die yen nyina ye bewu na empare yesi abetna na ani egusuoi na yase aduasa mienu gu yenum yi we sit down and allow this virus to kill us empare say we will sit down and allow this virus say enkuyen aden because we have been terribly reckless because of COVID-19. It means I'm more called baby just media on okay 101.7 and Ghana for na me pese ye ne ye kan asebunti join the conversation with okay 101.7 our Facebook and I feel Instagram at okay 1017 FM so YouTube okay 101.7 FM your whole life I didn't come on ebre wa ye the entire COVID-19 cases from top to bottom ye nyina ya reckless na omanpani ye fellow Ghanaians na kofo bebe ka so omanhwe omso omanpani pade no kan ye say ye ewo pseudo chlorine dispensing machines they are so nyina full vim ya no double cry in every studio, every office, every corridor, every corner because yen despa media cry show COVID no eba ne say na Ghana ye fight ye COVID-19 cases ama e kodu single one yet now wa am ye COVID cases akwa kodru 4095 because ye the politics in a COVID no ye the amanyosem in a COVID ye nyina ye te ase adwo me obie ne won mo beka so ye se adwo bakra chen me ana na wo fa ase chen me minim se adwo nye ne aye ka nipa oye nipa oye good person se adwo ka ho na nye nipa oye nipa nko ani se obema osko ana bia se adwo che se the onni nipa kasa. And why is it that I don't yes serious MPP or fire NDC for pa but NDC the 40-member delegation e ko na ye 40-member delegation it because ye breaking COVID-19 protocol as I do ye breaking even NDC delegation am dey call e was a breach of COVID-19 protocol because you see better ye nye nipa 25 NDC the 40-member delegation e ko e na na do crowd o breaking cra wo breaking cra we just said na do tutu ne ntoma na iba o miedi na chi na edom party full soldiers there was no control na enya se adwon de no nko a ye to aba nyina we all saw said the Ghana ye to aba said the campaign complete recklessness we threw every caution to the wind as a COVID ne bi ni ho na afa na alpha variant if UK aba Ghana afa ne yesu afa na delta variant aba afa ne yesu say what the doctors are saying na no Dr. Usu Kumasi KCC I was saying say alpha na old COVID-19 variant no kwa UK dia no o bo wa ba ko ekum nipa 3 a delta dia ye India 4 variant no o bo wa ba ko ekum nipa 8 and infect 8 people and the entina na fanya politics ye dia ye COVID no ye dia ye udu parliament ko mo de politics yes ya kwato vaccine aba adani obi pe cat chinchin ya obi akohye akire apeso aye betweener agent na onkoje cat mo medi Ghana nkoani omanya abro ni beye ye kwato aduro kra de abre wunua Ghana ni e save lives kra corruption obi pe cat agedi NDC o MPP o mu nyina mu ye the same na Ebola ni yeti ye na NDC time e bi amba contractor mu gi ye nyina nkrofo gi middlemen agi sika die so sometimes when NDC person yes we righteous so o mu nyina the value is the same the man nkrofo are more disappointed in MPP ni say people actually believed say nanado de oyoluma wanyi on be fa Ghana hwe nya ne hwe wa bone bradada he lives his life but ya kan mu nyina the value is the same say nanado edi e gidie ni a share ni mu 1 million extra vote mu ani de man no say kranko ye den and no so omoji middleman agia afa the contract no kwa pascal minister no kwa frustrated ajima men I don't envy him minister no kwa frustrated have you call say wonu awanya den what should I do wanya den from my minister ni video bra minister no call before the committee kwa say me nyade we look at the minister's demeanor the man is tired COVID ya na minister konya COVID onya COVID ya me koka say me I had the balls to call the minister to verify all the other media houses they flouted the media rules everybody has a right to privacy Yeah, the fact is media foreign church say go, we can do whatever we want. And the fact that media near public officer, and it doesn't mean that our COVID, he doesn't have the right to his privacy. Say was so about the bush for money and some Rebecca check Ghana for. Yet say minister nya COVID. I only had the better one minister tested positive for COVID. Nonsense. Ghana for no. Me and me nya kukudro ko free minister ni busa minister. Me busa minister. Say minister, Matis yesu when you COVID. I am pan or so I'm okay. Me mom and I now go for the matem. Me and me nuanum journalist. Till I say me see journalists I same to obi I will not bloody speak and fight for any journalist. I will not oh. I will not fight for any journalist. Election year see bekum vim lady. What is a journalist will be fighting for vim lady? Now you see a babu and you want me to me manu bokiti. Vim lady na kasa one year nanu bokit. One year me kasa na uma me na me ye. You will not fight for me, but I should come and fight for you. Do you know how I go home every day? How I struggle to go home every bloody day. I should come and fight for you. I will not fight for any journalist. Me na make a show video is rolling. Ko Facebook na ko YouTube na ko minister no. And look at the demeanor of the health minister. Papa ya mo wenya COVID. And this if one na COVID be kunye lockdown. Ya lock it down Ghana for say na come be kunye yo mu aduane. Ya Muhammad aduane na COVID be kunye yo aduane ne nya de. Ya Muhammad bankudi tilapia na COVID be kunye yo bankudi tilapia ya pepper money fried rice. Any sardine, any salad yeguso. Ya my fried rice I see sardine craba e crana salad na nyinya. Ghana for no. You are dealing with Ghana. Both government and opposition, everybody is confused. Akando minister look at the demeanor of the minister before the committee. Papa ne so wabre. And wabre so. Wabre. Ghana for so the ministers are swording, minority are swording, ranking members are swording. We are a bunch of confused hypocrites, eh? Ghana no, we are a bunch of confused hypocrites. Na me catch on. Me say, minister COVID here one juma on was why confused. The all sign contract. And I'm saying this in a tiakonya so I want to catch you say, woman kwaji omo middleman cat womb. Obia bedi Ghana sika. What baby is say Ghana? You're debt to GDP ratio edu. What's a minority for ya? But they are omega only because they are in opposition. So what government I just checked 2015. Ghana who say ya NDC ko senche. Womune Wildman koya austerity measures. They na MPP for kan. And MPP for buy and then economy na kwa kodro. The value is the same between NDC and MPP. Na Ghana for na to aba no. Ya nka say sharp. If we do not see the similarities between NDC and MPP, and we continue to vote for them. We are not sending message now. You people are not talking. Why is it that and the MPP government, you people are not talking? I'm John, I'm to Obama. Nonsense. If me vote for you, Okosa lie ahumachina anajo. Me jina TV so anajo. Me na me ko kache ose ko to aba. Me na me ko kache ose to aba NDC and MPP. Because it is your constitutional right. Na constitution no kwa nche ode to aba ma no ose wa to aba. Who kukudro na to aba we are go and account for abato no. Question the person that you voted for. Me mbeka je media. And a media fana and a handful and a software wa Ghana and I say ya to aba mu nyina ma ye din asofo na to aba ma o. Ohini be na to aba ma o. Mo de mo ba kwasa ala na judesuom. Mo ko ya demonstration chese. Ure fi de course to man no people were fighting with their blood. Oko fight ya ma NDC no MPP. Uto wa ba fun no uwi a say media ni na be dede ma. Uto wa ba bone no si wohene na enko kasa ma. Uto wa ba bone no wo si asofo na enko ye dede ma. Na asofo na enko to aba ma. Do they control your mind? Sofo be na control ukokromoti. Which asofo in Ghana controls your kokromoti? Which media person controls your kokromoti? Now who do kokromoti na ko left any right? What ba we are? Wo si you people are not talking. Talk you're talking. One no ya tire. Ya the plaster tell one ana. Ya the plaster. Ya bro. Media ya bre. I'm telling you. If other media people are not tired, me ma bre. I'm telling you. Shouting, talking on radio every day. Policy one kasa vote. Abano tuni ya and can go say. What to abend this MPP? Alternative idea. Bia abano nipa so abebo Ghana. Oh si we no to mano. Na one to mano one enkoto. Na Ghana asesa. And this in the MPP, you try, you got 30 years. I'm best Sangana, come as Sangana. You two about this in the MPP, 30 years in Equi. I'm best Sangana, and come as Sangana. We see opposition is confused, government is confused, everybody is confused. The voters are confused. The young men no amuna hear the future of this country now because are confused. That's why omuti social media no mudi atem. Everybody is confused. Every talk Dick and Harry is confused. The media for also are confused. Obiaso say wabre. Nobody is going to talk because we haven't seen any results. Me say all of us recklessly allowed ourselves to come to this level. 4,095 COVID-19 cases and running over 495 new cases. Elko wu fun uya asamadu yekura ankaduwa na wakwa candidate awoye no president aye rally wa ma share mask o ma observe yakoye sejo ye ya observe anya hwe ya call programs ni ade nyina ye share mask president ko kase obi nkotena dem ni enye se mbaka se yento ma no. So the people ourselves we are confused. Me say me be fighting ma obia vim lady me to again blood for my body me so mo wakomada me yam. Minister Kokasu wenya yasu wenya COVID. Nobody, they just saw his results and went to publish a minister test positive for COVID-19. Nobody bloody attempted to call the man. Me kofra papa no. Me nani ebedi matem. Ya 2 elections aba me yari o. Ya 2 aba we na me yari mi jina me naso 24 hours to election day from Kosia Monday and anopa. Ye re-elections, vim lady never threaten. We will kill you. We will bend despite media. We will beat you people. Who was a media person? But me, I mean, media for, including what despite media. Who came to fight for me? What is said despite media journalists be publicly came to say that more attacking vim lady no. She was only doing the job she was being asked to do. What a year? Despite media. Ananse multimedia na me yedma answer na me ba ana Ghana nyina media. How many media people did you hear bloody condemning attacks on vim lady ni other journalists? Who are we John? Se mi wu election ya nka me wu John nkwase ewo mento sebe election na nka me wu ya nka me wu nkwase ewo me abu me NDC time da se mi wu ya nka me wu nkwase ewo ya bu me MPP Congress da me wu ya nka me wu nkwase ewo mesuya nyansa papa shine my eye kaba wu yo ne wan ekoye wan ekobusa na yire ne ba ase wan ekobusa ne maami ase yen jimi ye biem na ya ba be ye ho say we are fighting for you, we are fight your own fight koto wa be we are fight your own fight. Don't come and ask me say me na me to abama shewa mask if you want to protect yourself against COVID. Me ba ma spray me hunim halodan me spray me hu COVID de duro wo me hunim Masasha me mask double mask that dia shingard. Say wo ya see e kana say wo nye. President Abedina TV so e fellow Ghanaians so ntie. Uwu aya ukwa asamado a wo ne nanado akọ. Why? Ukwa asamado a wo ne bawomi akọ. Ukwa asamado a ya wo ne akando akọ. Ya wo ne Minister of Health akọ. Why? Doctors and nurses rescue om life and ajo a so om da with their families and they are now going to hospital doing overtime. Risking their lives. Ghana celebrities akese ye nenam ye shamas ye bo life akese ne ye groupies ne ma ye si me entertain so celebrities ye ne di animu me kra de me nka mpa choma me nka celebrities no me ma Zan Felix say ma won ne me nka celebrities no ko chocho nko fa chro mo me nka ho me nka celebrities no me come tina girl kwase adwaso na me tie me nka celebrity me nka baby aho Ghana celebrities mo na mu twitwa pictures akese na mu COVID ne ba ya ukọ asamado a ukọ twa pictures no ho ukọ asamado a ya ukọ yes we have all been reckless from the president to me ameti hey me yimi hu from the president to vice president ne yire wan ya what form me included. We have all been reckless ye nyina ye nsha mask no any a third wave na ba no lawu. We all lawu. And the COVID na sem ne ye ka no. While we have sat down to allow our say politics ne they COVID na politics. NDC call demonstration say wa hu ye. Omo na mo sam up. Shuperu. Demonstrator general hu no otuku no. We have all been reckless. From opposition to one be reckless. COVID ne say come from kakra ne you say ye ya say London for no. Ghana for a typical UK for. Typical UK for now say people are demonstrating against UK government say yamu kwan na omu tinsim COVID or no COVID no omu chele say ya wa COVID UK COVID wa Ghana ya wo India COVID wo Ghana eno na doctor uzu mu ka se first no COVID ya na ba first one no se obo wa ba ko na wo bi na obekum nipa 2 a ni one na ba no obo wa ba ko obekum nipa 8 nti we all go die no yantena na anya isem ni efa COVID ni nya politics ni anya guy isem ni ade am ya hwe hu ye we are not fighting for anybody obiedi ni lemu. The citizens have a role to play. We are man ba wo asede wo so nya no se wo to abawia wo kwakonum so bolo no we pagya na manframa bo ha mu. Yours is to ensure that you demand accountability from the government. Ko wunti wona wo man to me no kotena ho. You check government, you check opposition. You check opposition. When I was on government pressure to do your job. I was all checking media, check the media. You what that now media so that usu. Me see every society, Karl Marx no cancer. Every society depicts reflect the media it has. Society be and so any media no one ko America ko CNN and Fox the same kojo. Say the America ye divided sa ko America sa CNN enam the baby Fox enam the baby. Ghana is no different. Into who we citizen no. Say one police vote. Now be ye guy some say woda wada. O be free media for giskedi. Woda wo de koda na hwe. Say ogota na ye be ya. Media for are busy collecting things from politicians. Opposition in government they are collecting things. Now to also media in America say ma tra me police vote no. Okay, so now what crowd who to aban wa kwaje coins akoda. Why the t-shirt 50 Ghana cedis? This is about to yank of fire word in there. Sika kakra omoji omudinti. Sika kakra omoji omudinti. And we are talking about COVID. Why COVID cases? So say across through Dr. Forches officially no, we are experiencing our third wave. Now President Kasa also unkasa untie. The president has flouted the rules. The president oyari says he had never caught. Yeah, president your weapon your vaccine cran your bekwaji ebekwaji amana ombekwaji de amana no aton wo so ndu the president na you watch yes shemas on she vaccine won wo yentia na Ghana vaccine ba ye yes nkofo ena mu beku yen ena mu wa afa na COVID number third wave amusu Ghana for na kasa we ye problem yen Ghana for no ye problem wo vaccine keka also wo media for na we don't know you ya no ya wo vaccine ya ndwe mamu ko third wave aba fe na wusu. We are a bunch of confused people with a bunch of confused leaders and a bunch of confused opposition and confused media people. Everywhere the asro a form of fifio the everywhere ya asa. We are a bunch of confused people with a bunch of confused leaders, a bunch of confused opposition people, confused media and confused everywhere. Even your machines the cry use to my way cry is confused. Or my way. Yeah, we are confused oh. We are confused. Oh Shamaska, oh Shama president. And I will Shama Mahama. Oh Shamaska, oh Shama president and I Shama Mahama. Me see the value is the same. Until we decide to think outside the box and change the paradigm shift and decide on my way, we will all do something different. And your leaders in Kwani here change you. You here change in leadership. You here change in the thinking and orientation and attitude of Ghana for. We need a change in media. We need change everywhere. I know so what you say, President Mahama so be back. Now the President Mahama be back. Now the same Ghana for year and everybody as well. And the President Mahama be back. No, the same 2015 attitude. We will not go any bloody way. Ghana no. Ghana ya kwai. Ya bro. I'm telling you. Ya bro. You don't see that Ghana is not changing. The people are not changing. The leaders are not changing. Opposition is not changing. And a game of chess. NDC di kakra na MPP di kakra. Na NDC di kakra na MPP di kakra. NDC better so MPP for be bo amu yam sa. Na MPP aba. Na NDC abo amu yam sa no we aba. How long are we going to do that? 30 years of doing that. Game of chess. 30 years of doing. How long are we going to do that? We are tired. We need the paradigm shift, forward looking, critical thinking, transformational leaders, transforming Ghana, new ideas, secure near value addition. China for be free cocoa di omo ye. And the China for ya gari. Young Ghana for no don't even want to think outside the box. Pinidu free car kwa krani ema on mine san. Eh me to aba ma o. Yeah, demolish kakra means some man and you want Ghana to change. ya suni ya COVID no next week na COVID na do be 10,000 ye nyina lawu next week na COVID no do be 10,000 we are not changing as our mind we are not changing. How do you expect the nation to change? Yen omana kasano we are not changing. Na Ghana na enya den. We ya jaso medie ha okay 101.7 FM me by the worker me no chase. I just say it as it is. Me there sa na me tie 20 years of speaking my mind. Because me tia tax. Members sending me message man can say unu bi ache and if you talk too much you don't pay my bloody taxes for me. I don't think despite a family one. Okay, say me feel multimedia by a joke. What's me fire? Me fire or that to no close to me catch up some Mrs. Magine. Pa, and I eat a power ni bukoma. If able to show cost small near call. Cost small kako. Yeko. Eti me maba no me dey na imatu to jegu. I say it as it is. Ghana Christian Amampo. Yembe GYASO, we will not pamper anybody because opposition government over the last 30 years ya coins ya na modi aje gasha yem pampa obia aban bia ni one ma oba odi sika free ni fie ba odi frika every ni papa busu fie ba ye and this to MPP everybody has been using our money POKUAA terminal 3 o ya de Ghana for sika na ye na Addo ni mahama fa di sika bia me ye road we will say it as it is. Schools and the trees, yabaka. Ya 2 bedroom, yabaka. Ghana nko ye yabaka. Ye media force ya kasane nko yaka. Ye obi afire ne levels. Obi afire ne levels. Cause ya nyesa omano, we can no longer continue like that. And then me see yaba beka COVID ho asem. While we have sat down, ya tena wa ma COVID number 4,000. Ya koye se adu ye ya kan. Na go wa beka bia ne aso ano ye we NDC ni. Ye nyina so ehu se adu aye ni nyina nko ye mu breach protocols. Me see NDC delegation am de call ye cry 40 is a breach of burial. COVID-19 protocol ni see ekosi eni pa 25. NDC delegation call 40. MPP for the am de pepepepe na call ye na se. Ye nyina ehu video no. Frema wo kran ka yi na wa kai o manfo. NDC here demonstration ye nyina ehu numbers. We have all breached the protocol. More be and farm politics. Sir, by partisan committee or matter of parliament, I can't do any abridging. Nobody should do politics. I can't know anka the value would have been the same. Munyina, Kobia Boko Timedo, and what Africa cra. I won't mobile cocoa boys here, Mutafre, Ghana, Evane, Etamnatre Mutafre, I said Kuduba Mutafre, MPP, the Omabe, Pokwase, or Metafrica cra. Obia, Ghana, we are raping Ghana and causing confusion for this nation. Na area see a person Ghana here krabewe na better na Ghana here krabewe. We want Ghana to change. How do we want Ghana to change when we ourselves are not changing our character? When we are not changing, how will Ghana change? How will Ghana change? Yeah, then you better say. I was avoid young kwang man so because we need issues. I was here to me eka. Na ye ni mpedifo kukudama womo ewu anim de ever COVID-19 no nyina twetwe komoni e wese de ni nyina etie na ye hwere ye ma oman no ye ma no nkonanim integrity guy no say hello vim lady. Our politicians have made their livelihood so difficult Ogomwa is ye nyina ye nya adwuma anye yo we wu ka betimi aye demonstration Ogomwa na kwa fire ba ye nyina ye koto aba na moje 50 garden series ni t-shirt ti mo koka na ye messages nko a ye fire. Missy may NDC demonstration achiro. May you say you a year achiremu. May you minister called by partisan committee in Nina. We have all breached the COVID protocols from a through to form Yenina Bakade. A Bakade. Ben Newman Nick. And I say I'm watching you from Stockholm, Sweden. I say if you are more fire wati. I was your phone if you want to fire. It no be me alone game off. Sagana for Yenina and Yaku could run or be a say. Wa Ghana baby I would see beer. You also say it as it is. And Ghana and Kafia Tuba Pefra. You have left the fight for just a few people in Ghana to fight. Oma kasu diatem we baby Ghana drone after 30 years of articles trauma me baby Ghana drone nye baby ya be kasa keke and ye be diatem we need to ask questions, critical questions be bo am man akọ nanim makwa man so sesi anam ne opanika si anakasa ma me bo adu aboache and say if ya nyankopɔ shaw akwasi amuani no say asaman kese what a good evening AFIA POKUAA. I think it is time for us to change our attitude as Ghanaians. Yes, any politicians go yes we can ho oko kakra no obi di watem ne political party na wo sunti NDC time yes yeah MPP for MPP ba yes yeah NDC for. Now are we Ghana for na you don't want anybody to ask critical questions. This is opposition penalty. It's NDC bad, they are fighting journalists. MPP bad, they are fighting journalists. What kind of country is this? What do we want? A bunch of confused people, confused leaders, confused opposition, confused media. Yeah, confusion. Yeah, confusion. I'm called Dr. N.S. York, Ghana Medical Association for penny for party. Abusomu. A day, any a case count, about do 4,000 plus. Risk me, come in doctors, guy, ye demonstration, dada, and they are cost strike. Kogana for Nankasa, we know they here. Yeah, we know they here. Ya kind of boko, yenina yentie. Say, yenina, you fire. Besumu, yeah, you can fire me. Don't worry, we can no longer risk. Dr. York, Pauna, fine man, 10 gram, and Monyam for fine. No, I quite in hospital, ICU, oxygen, you are a cardiac from the bed, maybe you from morning to night, 24-hour shift. We are a party as just celebrate smoke a first a team or who you call ye. Me cabus you for ya, mammy didn't backrow, only child. We are selfie. You know they here. You know they here. Dr. York, so I'm Dr. York at Chichonko, doctor, and you may more good evening, GYASO. Oh, me pressure cause your dog because me tia unia bako. Doctor Kesia bako, yen Joy FM ya weekend on the north tedu ano kasa na okasa de. 2 days in a row, 24 hours near actually. What here you remember what Jana Busia for he should have been on a break. Not risking his life so begging confirm when your COVID said about move. Now yen Ghana for your nam. She mask as own share. Be all vaccine, yes, vaccine, and now your bear man alcohol huni ho, and na dear and penny force ko year, no mark a year breaching COVID-19 protocol. Celebrities yen just say oh things fall apart. It's my we just don't listen. As a country, we are confused. And they are risking more medical staff. No, doctors, Professor Ru Papa B. Papa one ko be Ghana for baby if you womb. Well, COVID, I didn't call ye. I then a dog, I'll be pay 4,095 fee.
As you say, you won't come over, so many times, and you mean, and I say, you especially from the medical association side, you have both deal with I say, last week, and a go back, ICUs were getting full, and we had. The Director General saying, oh, when and sister, but and then when we see all admit it, finally say we are struggling with that. You see, I think from all levels, at the individual level, like with the parties, so funerals, handshake, there's no social distancing. Nightclubs, if you want to see that there be a coach, you almost feel like there be a coach in Bloomberg. They be a dana job. Next year, no social distance, and it goes out. They say, so but what I was hoping is we have to do be the freedom, but we a leader, that is where leadership counts. And say yes, you need your freedom, but for the greater good, for the greater benefits, you have to curtail some of your freedom. And it didn't happen. And unfortunately, some of the people who ought to know better were complicit and continue to be complicit in this. I think like you rightly put it, the whole country, everybody, you and I involved, went to sleep. And this is why we are experiencing what we are experiencing now.
But doc, more importantly, baby, a bedroom, you better than you so I don't need to me about phone because they say, we are seeing in Ghana, you're toss 100. You're about 100. The rates are between and running and Kwam where you are me who Ghana Health Service no 495 cases. A new cases so. And I'm crying my catcher say oxygen cry say ya shorty. ICU nina ayema. Into one way near major crisis na said the air titi jomi at a so your co party. Me see yan celebrities be me cramming can home me celebrities no majidi no kwana or muyama buffo no chese. Or more who ought to know better. Omo munim bebre kra mo ma ye omo ambassadors ni ade a mask ni ade chese se de ye breach protocol say ye mfa ho no ne ye na ye twitwa video ni ye she mask ye she mask kra po and at least and they have protection and no kra na ha adwene what should we do say baby away
If you are just you know, oxygen as my okay, is that Oba Kolibua. Truthfully, what we did in the COVID cases we call from we converted COVID ICU unit back to the regular medical ICU. Now, as we speak now, it's answered if COVID coronavirus, we have regular medical cases are now competing with COVID for ICU space into the special. Well, into oxygen in your even the gas. The whole crowd is especially dedicated for COVID. No, they are struggling. So the system, you know, it goes gradually is getting scared. We knew we would get here. So I was wondering why we're not keen in enforcing the protocol. We have to go back to basics. Yeah. And you know, they also at the individual level, no, we are not mask near the social distances. We shouldn't take the risk our own life. When you say obey barbecue, wear party, I'm out for banners won't be. That's everybody lose put gas for. And that is where the risk is. Parties mean funerals, mean a day, you know, market. I don't know what the metropolitan executives are doing, the municipalities executives are doing, the district chief executives are doing. They look on concern and okojum around in Amapo GYASO. So there's also be crap, you know, the shit or be SSC example, you know, something we should change direction. It's frustrating. If you as medical people, no, you know, and that's we are bearing the brand. And you know, said that issues with PPE is near the, you know, inadequate equipment, oxygen, so then we struggled. Over the weekend, it was hectic. We had to run up and down trying to do so. We begged the whole country from top to bottom, yes, let's change directives. And I'm happy the president now decided to speak, but I think it shouldn't end there. The Minister of Health, the Ghana, the Director General, you should stop trying to be defensive and say it as it is. Also, you can say, this variant is deadly. And at this time, you see India. You know, India, the more or less the developed country. And look at what happened. Look at Brazil. So a 3 years unfortunately, and the whole country will come to a standstill, and that is not what we want. So everybody at all levels must change directions and do what is right.
Doc, me per point na we can about for being example. Would you say from leadership a strong basic form? Yenina breachy protocol. No, but what should have more Ghana Medical Association make kai pass some of them very consistent say omukoye said you no ma ba be fa say no dey kokoko ye kan kon enye we ba no maka what should somebody be held liable? Baby abedu enka waso obi wo no ma ye holding responsible say ebra wo na waye na we nyina aba who was supposed to have enforced emra na we enforce the one should that have happened?
Yes, and if you're winning nobody likes taking responsibility, and unfortunately those who probably could enforce at the highest level were all complicit. But in the for me, the president has spoken. At least on one hand, we all, you know, went to sleep, you have failed. So going forward, you know, once he's spoken, it should ginger me. I always come back to the local authority. I think there is a lot of power they will. The Minister of Health can say, only the chief director and the penny form them. But on the ground level, the enforcement for me should be a liaison between the municipal and the regional chief executives and the police. Because we don't need any further direction from the president. You must act. And there's nothing to lose, rather there's everything to gain. And sometimes may feel say if we were forced, it will go against somebody. But it will rather inure to the benefit. Accra Regional Minister he has bipartisan support and he's getting applause. So when you do it right, people will appreciate what you're doing. And see, I implore this day, the local government system must take the lead after the president has spoken, and then the police should support. They don't have any to lose, and we are here to support them. the medical association, I assure you, will support them, in whatever they do, and you must do it right there now.
Doc, mama na wase anwumre so enye ho abocha cheche nsem so obia enye ne fam ede yada se bebe ba ye bompa ye so ma doctors say a big risk and am take ye ada na ye chile no na mo mugo ICU a entontom kra awe mo na ade mu ni PPs papa nyina mo fo so se mo baje nipa nkwa ya so ye den de but ye be bompa ye na bi aso odin no aba form kakra ye na mase form sacrifices na adwuma moye. In any case, doc, but before I become say you can see a tax exemption 50% bini ade de bema aba says can aba
it comes in trickles. It's one of the issues that demoralizing health workers. And I will tell you, say some of the treatment centers, they had issues with some of these things. Recruiting them or getting them to respond to calls to come back and but we continue to engage them and we assure them we are still talking to the ministry and the Ministry of Finance. They should try and make sure that Obia also when you say they are able to yen the na amount for the EGYASO.
Okay. Doc, mama na wase se when you ho aboche anwumre. That's it, baby. Dr. York, Ghana Medical Association, Dr. Foko no, ne branch, and cry penifon or mocasa. In fact, now no Dr. Bako crowd or casa with passion. Ara who just say, no, buafuso. Our cassa or more a job, we didn't or more abusian for her. Some almost on combating my cocoa chili be no idea. But recklessness, I just say, I say, you value the lives of the doctors and the nurses who have died. Busa uni anum Ghana for what abroche ni ade how it is over there. America say almost one day say Ghana for pepe. But was say obia ye very responsible. Ni nyina say ye betimi aboy ye ho ban. Me say we cannot continue to be a bunch of confused people with a bunch of confused friends saying leaders and confused opposition people and confused media. We cannot ye nyina we have a role and we have to play said ye say na efata ma me fa nko health committee no so chairman na won na ye health committee no opani pa me aminipa no abo ayu free ye a medical doctor o san finance person wa bin doc anwumre good evening. Hello doc, good evening anwumre. Hello doc, good evening. Patron ho ye there. Yes you ho ye nyakopa daroma no mpa ebo. Se constituency for so ho ye. Na GYASO Joso pa. As chairman of committee patron one baby I say COVID numbers no no. E ba ne say e bedu 4095 no.
It's just say basically no COVID what Ghana ha no e de go ne be can import if amano no na ba ha patron there.
Yeah.
So you share before approaching for Europe until somewhere in June, na bebre omo ye lockdown. Na London and na England ye lockdown. Paris or France lockdown. Spain and other countries are watching their money now. No ye lockdown. And because of summer air many of them almost figures in the call down almost decided to say almost easy restrictions no almost so. And it's UK say normal were locked down for a long time, but lately, before summer, the pressures on them were so much. The one way or the other, almost lifted sanctions, or restrictions, and a lot of the European countries also have restricted, almost easy restrictions. Well, the summer uses social restrictions, Nipa no so and just so what in the future 3 months, 2 months, it be a 4 months. And on their own psychologically, what about human behavior say Nipa in the finance and or baby especially in Europe, say someone drew and the person mobile fee or mobile gun and besa Addo for and this was also affects no another European country. Nanka oma ko je o mani kakra na se bi o modi o ma ko for Spain ni sa de no. Na sanko na o mo be koso ni na no. COVID aye home man pachawutie
Batrai.
enti osha oba efie Ghana and oba Africa na relatively no ye die no e wo form enti no se obi tu kwan a obehwe se COVID a etie wo ha no eni bebi a mekọ no tesen enti osha wana nanka omobekọ even Spain and omobekọ other countries omobekọ akọti omani and azomoni omomani ebusiafo ebe tu kwan kakra no bebre no do omani a kire fie bio mpacha oti ase ena ahoho no so a eba no so no dia opa meboa you can find out from the Interior Ministry or Immigration so bon say the foreigners are coming even relatively no within the summer no obi de meni kire Ghana
yeah
now obe do port to hono mo so na oye de yomo be test you. That is why for me I support testing at the port because sebi predia so obi answer was eba ona was wo ba fie obe do fie asene ye no and you got to submit yourself and do it because COVID no e be mad and that is the only way we have to go through it I should think say no matter how I over test it so much no is 100%. If you are over to me with scientists, no matter what the test is, no, there is a margin of error. But trying. Yet, dear, a bet you libre. The cacao be film. But you would hear. Never want to be and the dodo on the form. Uchi dodona, but cacredit the oh, yeah, a bet film. But what and so, maybe some longitudinal analysis now. Summer, winter, ewa amanone ene yenya call match every 2019 call match no and a BPA last year so no COVID call from you bedu Christmas Addo for ba fie kakra restriction wo mo no dos wo mo ba Ghana no and a course Christmas na mo na course but you would see and asan so kodru baby say ya kodru summer no and a year dey and a course yeah, some of the things that a bit me about the year going to cycle. A bit me akosama. You be control, a be conform. Ekoba say winter bebano. Omo bebe you na fe dia sanso akoso. It is more becoming the trend, and unfortunately, for me, dear, for the past 1 month, especially from June, July. Idea a man so. And secondly, no, yeah, you take Ghana 100 days, no, your protocols, no, you're relaxing, no, but at the end of the day, no, at the end of Casano soba, the air bano in Canada, no, not a chinipa bakwa. I am not answering your bakwa. We actually nipa do account, but what you
but can only be Delta na bano, a chinipa bakwa, not a 10 account.
Yes, it transmits faster, it's very infectious. And Seminyabia, Obeshare, a Juma be one more, which me not last year, or more quiet contact tracing. Ebiamena Minya, Ombebano. A bibenya be almost idea. But we know the viral load na abuano edane ne ho bebre adoso enti infectious enti seminya before I will be me from Nebia media money per do ho
okay
in Canada no say bia minya na nka media mam mienu bi ebe me so ati asia ba sisi ano e ma ba ko na ba kwa manipa tu na e content and that is why for me I think we a call in term and we no so content no so a bit me how in term and it most likely say yan share ye nyama bi ya infection e be doso and I said ye na you so ni e wu and e wu no so bit me be doso because no hard game more and I have you no say last year the no na me kanu layman mo amobi atiase last year the na no in kwala krampo e ko school no na under 11 for no na ense da enyawo mo yeah but se sia the aba no enya nkwala
I see
se sia no ye adea there must be school say young study schools but there must be testing, school testing should be there. I mean, I also think government can be able to handle all. For me, I stand to differ from the thinking that government can handle all. I think that I would always oppose it. If government takes a stance, I will oppose it in any case, because I don't think that the responsibility of parents can just be ignored on a case to say, Oko private school, na sebi, Obanko private school, ebi Oko GYASO, Ghana school, and ebi a soul clinic, and ebi a medicine. Na over expect to say government should be able, you go and pay maybe school fees of about $2,000, and you expect government to be able to pay 200 Ghana cedis for your child testing.
Okay.
Oh, and we must be bold to come out on the argument. I am really thinking, sir, under these circumstances, one, Ghanaians, I was say you by one, you come back to say no. You say a mask, you show your home. Na ebi aso eden, but won say do na you agro. And if you me boa, say do point bi na asena no obia very conscious.
Yeah, no be sure.
Say no be sure. Say hu no akọ from kakra. Oh, and won say you hu bibi ansa na yagiedi. But
ona muni anu de mo akra mu ka ho. Mo teacher na MPP for communicators. Ya asem ne shas ye. I think say because na bia Muni NDC for no more opposition was also trying to politicize COVID no. Eti me kai pass ya shas ne ade na hu omu so spread calm not fear. Calm saying. Spread calm not fear and just say who air cry no ma send a message if you are to number 1. No I send it spread calm not fear. Na spread no I come. Ade na hu. Enya MPP na creative. Mo we are champions. Say na me so we need that form. Because I dare also come back to me chini pattern there. We must spread the fear. Fear no so want a shock therapy. A many part to Mrs. San. Ye je munu na he nyina je gu ma ye san ba third wave. But ono obo dia waka ni nyina ye te ase government cannot handle it alone ya de me gidi say omo mutie woni ate ase but are you saying say
with the school students for no the of government is the by hospital to be a free. So what you there again no. The private sector must support it because also arguments in England and the US are, especially US are. Almost say now, also any free as a result, no after 10 days are. What good have you done? So what you say?
Okay.
And so that is the argument in the US now. It's like, okay, fine. Even in France, okay, fine. Any free, but are you free? So I yes, I you free be and so be yeah. Results
funny serious.
Not every 4 days. It is a test, not a result about after 6 days. So I mean, say the basis and I'm a one. So for me, I think that the citizen, no, yes, about public institutions now, and some people can have it for free, and so be the case. You cannot pay, and I would say recognizing the feeling of government say under the circumstances, the same free now, sika or the baye kwan sika or the baye si dan housing, sika or the baye bibi yes, so we don't want to be taxed, but hey, we want to spend for free. And people should also understand say about time or bread. I don't think the MPP or the government is doing that to convince me say Ghanaians have understood the reason why our economic circumstances by say na economy no in 2019 na ya dey for COVID by na kofo, and for that matter yen bear with government with the hardship into the do point to be a worry etimi bia yen see especially with students. I if I go to school Memako school now any of the private schools we have to do a test before midterms, after midterms, for the sake of the children. That sort of great responsibility of the responsibility of the parents. I think the parents can help. And communicating the issue, however difficult it is, I think we should be able to get certain things right for Ghanaians to understand how others can help. And these are some of the things that will help, because more testing And if we are going to say we are going to do a lot of testing, we can't do a lot of testing by government bearing all.
Okay, but honorable, what happened to aggressive testing and health ministry? No, abema more committee. No, any record of
from the understanding of the health. From the understanding of the briefing from the health ministry, ongoing contact tracing because of any more abino STT as far as I know, no, say unya case back na say I was almost more omutimi bamu ebefifema omunya omwa ebeng omwenye binina enti no it's ongoing party AFIA but like I'm saying, you know, the Delta variant, you know, fast. And the idea faster. Now, if you are going to do a test and a year free, you know, results in 6 days, I don't get it. I personally don't understand that one.
Okay.
And I think I don't do politics with health. This is the issue. That if I do politics with health, what good would they have if people balance the effect in the affect the economy, they affect the goodwill and all the gains of government? Really much. What good have I done? It doesn't make any sense.
Okay, me. but honorable. Now people are also saying that at the end of say from the the recklessness of Ghana started from the top. Before elections, during elections, after elections, say NDC demonstration. Nina came from there.
I think that from what you are saying, you know, before summer, no, I think Ghana Health Service before we're doing a good job. In the sense that, there is a difficulty sometimes. Saying here, Nipa health, you can't help her. And you say we are malaria and quite health too. I drain and say what nasum via what you see. And there's a lot of mental health issues, especially because of all this lockdown and financial challenges and all the difficulties. One was idea. So there come a point when people will have to go to church as a means of meeting. Now, obi actually will be there. Will be at it helps. What you see. Now there come a time if I was a sports center, sports stadium. Now, game. Now, in the midst of a year or no, utimima energy kakaba, na ma wide drain, body near sounder. It helps. What you see. There comes a time that I was a funeral. Just to be able to adapt or even see loved ones, what you are saying, in between times, it helps. Now, the point is that we cannot completely shut the system. In as much as Ghana Health Service for almost an system, you know, at a point, you know, a year, man for a year, almost, not almost. I know that they were doing a research almost at every funeral. Now, almost say a year, a contribute to here. Infection or echo rana. My understanding is that omuko ye be a test ye nankasano na it is not really increasing the values. Okay?
Oh, but say omanya be confirm say ye no ka ho.
Yes, and I say as far as it is now under Delta eba now about 2-3 weeks ago, Delta variant in the buy no, they have seen say spread quickly.
Okay.
The more mobe shia no, the more
Okay.
And you know, under Delta, no, under the other one, others, you know, not yet me, calm it down, kaka, because COVID, they've been see that. And the scientists are struggling to study. The cancer study, so Osia, Adiana air corona or experiment, not Osia, not or the
okay.
Who need all the answers at a go.
Okay.
Who shall be free move of the young and the so a young say, bit me, I say, okay, to Jansoa and that is what COVID could be anyone more the all year and no be the
yeah, specific country specific.
And then who could do Canada, Obifia Manon, that's who be do Ghana, or say, you're charging $150.
Yeah, bet you be Canada. They are very, very strict.
What's it?
Me say Canada, we are very strict on that rule, no?
Absolutely. Oko Canada. Wouldn't my dear Omoye? Say, Omo can't show us the Salmo Canada ho. When I was over Canada, over or see your test, I will come PCR. Ukoya near Joe $100. Who could do how the ma? O say, me test ye negative. Almost had and fire.
Obasaya for
drew. I say, eno no kwada hotel do no na obetua ha o ye minister o ye di o yan fa ho kona ekoda hotel tua adetia ye be fa o sample so a 150 omo ho no mutuo about $150 obetua utia via ye sanso ye na results ba ya eye negative no omo say
also within for 2 weeks yeah
ukotena fie so before obepie no obesan so aye another 150 now obroni ni de ni kromu de ne de AFIA ono de eye na ubedu Ghana na so say test ya ozi and London and America what's in London and so what now we talking about a man for a problem a man for baby who Ghana ye ni sika wo Ghana to say the more London no and ye sika ye wo Ghana and to say the wo America
nti ono bo de wo de bem ne Ghana for na nkasa stubbornness ama e kan wo bi na yare na kosoro no mebo
na obewu na obi akoye video na or they call and I mean abuchi nyansachi obia is that what we are talking about the who could do Heathrow airport who could do abuchi dia now what is South Sudan who could do Ghana dia sebi ye nim nyansa enti de ye bia enye so eya wona ewo ho no many of the forces are being imported I'm telling you many are being imported. And so this is not the time I will be about $150 and $100. If you are so free Ghana, April, me call America member. Free Ghana, not say COVID test. What 350 Ghana, 400 Ghana, me what? America, I'm going free. Call lab or be yamawa or do $250. $250 no, almost 1,300.
Our state ban on do 250 no.
In New York,
okay.
So
because most of them do 150.
Yes.
But me New York assembly.
So at the end of the day, no, you were able to do because omo catch them no. Omo catch I will say, yeah, the high insurance will be any free. Social security will be any free. Now me na you free now. Me be no. I have to go and pay.
And now we are there cry was so utia.
I was say utia. America dey utia. Now we do Ghana na so say master. Yari aba no. Ye bre ye ho. Say na tie. Tiane say ye dey say ye nim nyansa cry, you know. Ye bia anye. And so enye bia anye no. Mo wo kire mo wo so ho no mo a. That is where you are coming for the holidays.
Okay.
The gradient is sloping towards here because no and to say abruchi enye crampo na ehon ewu ni doso and infection e doso into the odebe coast Spain no odebe back Ghana.
Okay. Anti I want back Africa more for a summer holidays.
Absolutely.
And no na my area no cost no. But honorable would him say KCCR reports now mo de ba from Kumasi no. Omo so anka no sa omo ka say community spread. Say Delta ne bedru Ghana ha no. Spread wo Ghana fuo mu. Into a man can't too much about the buy.
My admit say, yeah, relaxed. Yeah, relaxed. And then there's some admit, and I may admit it.
Yeah, I admit it.
And the community spread, you know, say a based upon the way yeah, relaxed now, yeah, factory and one, and on echo baby,
okay.
It's your honor, the main country, but you see, in research, we are longitudinal study, I didn't hear. What person who shall say? We no start winter do you know a course through Ghana. Omuba call ya pen summer so ba here no a course through. Ade winter bia no beba ye ready. Omuba copy e be course through. Summer bia do e be course through. Oh, that is longitudinal. Then you go and find out why. That is the research.
I feel the matter was into migration na influence increase because
for me there is not anybody can na Delta no if you be just nearby. And if you ask for
I'm free her say free India nearby and free her baby.
A free India call amanone no. That coin na a free honomo Ghana.
But honorable, are you by that saying say responsibility a Ghana penny for will be as any message. I think everything is about leadership. Send another honorable names I be a uko ye ni bi me ya short uko bi. As so correct there, nya dan a uko say you a ye bi. Said them uko say you a ye nkofo bebre ansha mask ya. Wo metita so a ye na say. Said the NDC for choir demonstration na wo metita so.
If you tell me if you tell me say for the past 2 months and now 1 month unko ye ya. Me mako a ye.
Me dey me ko ye o. Me dey 2 months ni me ko ye o.
If you
Dabi honorable me ka bibia me se me maame da fom wo ayi kwabre bo ho me maame pani ya ase wa koto da ayi me manko weekendi e wo bo ho manko me maame me soa papa chiri batawia afia tawia achiase adanse achiase manko ayie no
evia wankasa na yie na ompeko ndi enye covid
na baby honorable won say baby ade akofa so o politicians amukọ ayie mu na amukọ fa covid ne baaye
majority of Ghanaians one way or the other etiemi akoyie bi na okoye so no the mask the sanitizer
wan she
na o de bi bebrebo
okay
na ebi so aye ade a omo eba around they try to do their own thing. That one I can agree with you.
Okay.
Yes, I can agree with you. But if you tell me say it is based upon funerals and COVID across, I would say that is a huge no.
And yeah,
oh man, okay. I mean, a delta no sena. I mean,
oh, me too, pa.
That's an name, no, na kwa kodu be 40 to 50 me bua.
Aye.
Aha. That ba ye pe that ayi e chi di ni pa ba kwa na e chi ko bebre. E na e cost me bua na.
Yes.
Good. Yenya me mpo no na ye di ni ye e wo Ghana ha me bua.
Aye.
Enya sanka me so sanka ye west me bua. So what I'm saying is that at any point in time no ade na efiama no ne abeto Ghana no
and na cost sir
have money also and again so ye boa esan say yes so ye nhye ho so
okay
but what die
me tell pa honorable
I have admitted say we ye mama ye fan for politicians na the otie bi no nimpa say
ono so ka ho
oka ho bi that is what I'm saying the otie bi no ono so ka ho bi
Adien de nyina ya ka ho mom adien de nyina party aye ko na nsen meeting aye ko na nsen nyina ye nhye
exactly
hono na wo de remedy a me kra wo benya me meeting aye ko aye ne de me suro me hunti no my yesterday
party de wo ya de
oh da bi nya party ne kra me nko party me de me mu me tamage ya me dwe me ho party de wunya me wo de tumaduro kra wunya me party ase ba cha se meeting num ne ade aye ko nyina ye nhye ndi ho de yen Ghana fo nyina ye ka ho ye koto de ojoma ye hye ndi ye ka ho antose na se ehu se numbers e koso ba ono ma me fa nko committee level mate bipartisan committee ka vaccines wan se me kra ma fire Ghana for dada say vaccine wan se mba ye Ghana for se yen wo ebi kra se mema na omo wa na omo hu bewu asif so omo de komi nim ade kra Ghana for nti so ne mema na ona hu bewu na ade mu wo vaccine wo vaccine odi 40 something e ko 50 ebewu ade na gravity be che no aze mai obanu akola nu munufo wanu munufo udi 40 owo wanwo wuyefu ebebom wunyina ebegu egize ngonem be omko surgery ba no ma cheda ye say na ye exercise
omo ye tamita
omo ye exercise azan eye alonko a mo ye surgery ewie no ma ye be so be exercise ade gravity be che enti mama ni minim de omo de ko party ade gesi slay queen na wo bo adwuma no omo juice kedi omo za hu ni ho enso omo de so fa wo ye adwuma one round kra usu ansa na wako but on abo back to my point say bipartisan na yi na mote ye no covid vaccines won asem won make so omo wo nyina so omo usu pa che say omo be so omo wo bi at the committee level no de na mo ye se de ba no so nkofo mfa nkoji esika ni na vaccines beba na ye benya bia wo
if you near been Minister of Health, Abeto committee, NDC force, Omontia theater Sputnik, or cotton $19. If you and I mean, with person in Punya be, yes, Punya be. That depends on to be a woman in family na video o ma ye ho ntan na video ye so dia engu ne so na ade no ka ye ho ata ye wie na ade na okoto na boden sa ade ye bi ni ho onya bi
enti anya sa na mo pe
wo Ghana ha say ye lockdown ni ma bu be ye de me bu ana
ai
eno de na ye ti ase ye na vaccine ebi no wana so obi ka say obeto na boarding amawa na nipa desani acheda ma obi ho aye ehin asede wakodi sika de so ye ma no hwe na hwe mpo mai
okay
na nya wo de wo kwa ye koto vaccine $100 na wo de ye mfa be ma ye ye hu to ye ria na ebuza wo na ade no kra bo na wo koto ne $100 ade na wo say ye $10
chese Ghana for na na eboni aye so hu
ami baby e ko do yi de politics ba bibie mu wo ya ade ni ya ye nkata wa ya ade ni ye ave so wa ye mpese wo be ye nti ye de akwasha price nti one koto so amazu so a na asema ba wo fie o koto so a ye si buwe ni buwe den I mean, if it's worrying, it's really worrying. I am very. I feel fairly uncomfortable, and I feel for the Minister of Health. I feel for him a lot, and I think the minister should also step out communication. The president will speak, but he should also be speaking so that people will understand him. Because really, I don't really get why we should persecute the minister for this. I mean, really much. I don't. Maybe I'm in charge here as a health economist.
But Confuso party as on one kasa call before the committee, no. Omo party say minister na kasa PA committee na nim no. Said on one kasa here na de NHS or ade no hu so. He can handle COVID, no. He can handle
committee member.
Okay.
Press and kasa.
Oh, okay.
As a health committee chairman, I didn't know to a family braille na ukumu oye dia otweme men kasa
okay
obekese dia men kasa da
minimum sa waso den kakra nti enya hwe minimum dada minimum ti asokore from pe omu asem ti minimum dada nti de minimum beti anum say mama na wase honorable as chairman say at least wa cheche nsemu ache ade de enyina yakadada say we are all guilty say ya nam so na ya ba bedu aba nti president kan vice president kan opposition kan akando anano abini mu nyina ka akando eminka last time na akando she mask as they say nani abre nti ye nyina ye ka ho ye nyina ye ka ho ne abedu 4000 obi antu ni eyi ne ho every mu ti ona mama na wase
ye hear awareness and education dia for no more platform among country mo ho say we e be tro bia ta we dia program bia to bia say you we are to the point to say you have to mark to actually say because lockdown why
ate mama no ase pa me anope me ya na me twa me picture me hye me mask na me de to say obi an hye ne mask me mu kotokofo hye me ama me vulnerability e high o say Omasa ko luzu ayi omasa dabi ashe kotoko wa hu se ashe kotoko kaf MTN kaf
o ye say me kan dem ko to Facebook na obi be have ya na free ran ka free na o share crampo ni mi di ya pe o na wo ko share uni na wa ko share ni za
o de o hia ba so de be hye se free no pa
wanya di ya bi do abonti ya bo mbre fi ni en kan
Sese kotoko team nam se ye be ne aton because the omu ko idie ye be de ne aton ona mama no asepa mama no ase yo mecha wifi so ona bo free ye asokore mampo fija asokore mache bedwani chairman of health committee osan finance committee no so ye health economist ye na twetwe nkoma wo chechi osan medical doctor so ka ho enti wo chem se Ghana ye nyina ye ka ho omo at the committee level they are forcing pass ombebusa the necessary questions so that ye benya answers ese na efata no say as attack ye the minister of health no emwa papa no okoto vaccine ya feri wan koto vaccine ozi ewuo wo mie kro no osi say wo mie kro no osi me 90 onti enya dem Ghana for that's what he's saying but you are entitled to also opinion enti wo dia no asan dia kan kofo bebre yi e do mo message ba na omo kan omo wase bi kom road won asem ne ade pacho wo de whatever your views are fabra ni encheche ni nyina mu ma no na mini abema ba ko no si efia ene de asa pressure cost kra ma asa misro ma pa hwe na me de pressure no cost kra asa ye be fire ne de cry was ye fire ko Ghana na osi etumi mo ma no ko na ni nya answers ye betimi abo because it's not fair to your medical officer say wo mo sacrifice wo mo life no wo mo ye adwuma ma Ghana ne ye de ye breach covid protocols no opani ba ko no wonim virus ni kona ba bia se de ne tenten tietia tie yene ne betwetwe komo chief medical laboratory scientist Yeraset Ajiman wo me na ye covid mo awa no nyina ho test no ye besa ko minority woni ene minority so atwetwe komo ba pani kase anwumre me ma good evening ni akwaba wo jaso dwumedie so
oh yeah ena
abusuafo no wo ye de
onyame adum obi a ye
ena unuanom doctors and nurses ni aso ho ye
obi a ho ye bre ne abre
peja voice ma me kakra don't know the entire as a microphone no ye
obi a ho ye obi a ho ye bre ne abre kakra
bre de mo bebre ko adwuma fra no pa ho
enya asem keto
it's sad na say I ensure covid no dey na different was say I could do 4095 no
okay anti afia me da se pa me chewa tie phone so
omojo so pa
for me juma for me say covid dey sha ase no ti say Ghana how wo Ghana pa na so nte covid ni dia na say nte Ghana e bi so ene na ewo ene kra ewo kra na ewo abun se na ese ne hye max to bon se covid na ba aboa no eye aboa bi ano ho dada a oka corona family ne ho na osesa ti flu virus no ni sune ne ban na mo misisan ewe no ekoye different intini enya no new name ye SARS-CoV-2 SARS-CoV de na ko ho de bia inti osesa no be SARS-CoV-2 na emise otimi free aman we so ko aman we so free China no ko US no ko be say almost wiase nyina obi age ne de na all two kwan na osesa I say wa utu kwan u free ha na Accra stay by plan u free kuma sana be do Accra the way abedidi different ukokuma zin so be abedidi different aboa no so nim nyansa enam so free nipa ba komu no ko nipa from no free o man ba ko ko man from no na opese otena se no osesa ne ho se de na metima ya metimi adin kunim ana se metima atena se ache ena ama aboa no so asua na wadru empempen so yi na onwie nso ogusu change the obese sansa na minim bebe bedru sese de bet aboa ne bese san nti na wo se ye nyina ye prepare na se ahweyi se aboa ne bese san delta ya be obi aso delta na mitie communicate bo se wo de won nim delta crowd the delta force sa movie no delta force se do mutimi kunkum nipa no no omo strategies abrofo no de we omutimi kum enemies so omo ba sa na aboa we so aye minim de nti e ma ne sa din na so e bia ye coincidence aboa we ne ye o ahoden ne nsa no anase ne spike protein no a ode attach de nti e kan se otimi spread faster ne ye won say first one is ba British one no gamma ne so SARS-CoV-2 yes to what is ordinary alpha nti oba alpha no oba gamma nti you one say osase ba American there no alpha first no oba British gamma and na South African for no nyina gamma South African for no gamma yes delta na India for there ne ye ensesan miensa bi na bae ensesan miensa no ba ku free British there ne ba ku free South African there no maka abom nti I say ayi kwawuni ne asantini aware no ma wo kwawu asanti nti osesa okeka bi bom ofa de ne ho odin no aka ne ho abom no otima atenase aboa ne pese otenase na ono nso o propagate ye free bibi mutation enam se aboa ne free nipa ba akum no ko nipa from nti no ye free bi adaptation wa adapt ohun se me yese ya na metimi atenase den anase me fan se o ko ba bi nipa bebre wo na bia mo hwe ball na se wo ye tieti atese me na pese ohunu screen na ida so be gina obi achi anase obe pe bubo bebe no wagina so no ayi tenten nti aboa ne pese okonanim ti pese okonanim nti no obehwe ade a ohia obetimi e maintaining infectivity nti ade ohia pa ye de wone ho no ne spike protein na itimi so ade mu no enti na all the vaccines na sisi omo produce no the target ne spike protein no nti vaccines no kire se utimi nya vaccine ni bi na produce antibodies ni bia aboa ni wura mu na antibody no abetare aboa no eho se be aboa ni ntimi ntare o cells na ntimi infect delta ne kire se ne nsa ne mu aye din enti o somu a otimi somu ye enti na first one no yes first one nka obi ebo wagu so agi se edoso wom ba we no se obinya bia aboa no divide quickly and as we be intinte say gare tuo no tujimi o tu bebrebe inti no kakra bi droplet kakra bi ba wo ho a emo bebrebe wom ene ma otiminya na easy ena mboa no si kakra bi na wo mu no kakra droplet kakra no emo na wom ni dose sine first kakra droplet na mo kakra bi na kebe wom inti you can say risk of transmission is high and our risk of infection is high inti say wa Hanti on say fe be pandemic fatigue and no setting in na me say ye nia no ye jato wo kakra once ye hu say ye nya first wave dey na ye ya first wave ni bai ye nya second wave dey na ye ya second wave ni bai dey ye na ne asa ye bio ene asa ye bio na third year ba ya nhwe ya fourth nso beba na ya no obi kan say oh numbers ni nko sro nti no oh 4000 ye twa mu 10000 sa 4000 ba kokora free mu a eye abusua ba ko na atofom no eye obi deliberate na atofom nti no the way a enieme ko no na nsen meko minua ba ko wedding na reception no me sheda fa face mask me gina no tu re no ni face mask am dia ma so hye oje ya ofa ho ano da hye ne bag no akotena se ni abon komo san nti say call reception na hye wo hye face mask a obey side attraction obi a be he o start abrante na this ada ye be didi na hye mask enso aduane ni nyamai ho nti ya says as at now most Ghanaians agin say covid ni kra ni ho abai person o jisika sa you know nti no one of the contributing factors is the only kasa chairman of the parliamentary health committee no travelers one say okwa abroche to say US ni UK na o ye test na on kwa lab na professional na say nurse afa sample no wa okofa o kit no ye the bro fie na wa dey afa hwenem na dey call lab no my test no negative yes no aba yes no aba Ghana odru Ghana airport ha na say scientists no ebe fa ne sample e me dem fa hwem hwenu mu no be dru ho na say omunim Ghana ya pa so ni scientists no ye wo airport ne kasa say Ghana for dru ho a de ye hu wo airport ho no na ma akra ye adwuma na wo ba mu ye abu enso sabi abrofo be dru ho a so I like your setup oh my arrangement ni ye Ghana was the first country started here bibi say nyamiadom even British government cross send a delegation to Ghana among be suan the way a lot of countries Barbados, St. Dominica, St. Louis omu nyina be hwe the way Ghana for simi ye omu nyina so ye bi sese nti no ye wade bi wo Ghana na anka ye the science on say the Biana president say he speaks on science and data but adeba kwa mi hu ni say oka science and data ne mo amfa scientists na anka ho oka scientists na ko say sisi omo Dr. Usine ne Crawford ko ne Gucci Dr. Boni ni Professor Ampofu mo ho Wabi Professor Wandare ni Dr. Kwashi Muni Dr. Ya Obedi Akomo ho nyame adom a lot of private sectors will be a lot of labs obia test no ye available na in over Greater Accra region over 29 centers of your test no na mom question me bisa ne say enipa he ene ko test no o two kwan inti numbers a ye hu ya ye dwen ta akosri na about 90% ye mo mutu kwan na de ye hu ye ndru ho ye say ke sati ye te say de ne first start ya Ridge Hospital no 100 samples akọ o kolebu 200 samples akọ ne nka numbers na nka misa a skyrocket eno de ekofom eno de no kre se e be di no kra man ho a ena ya na dodo na ya na yesuro si ebeke be di no kra man ho a I'm in contact with many of the labs enkofo be ye test no mo test positive a 3 days no be amfre o mo enso ye the software be be friend Somas lab bia uploading the results into Somas into no district bia be hu ne live say and then menya 2 positives from my district or my telephone number bia ho somebody is in charge ya man resources say wokɔ check we don't mean ko check kra afre nipa ne se o mate se o ye person pacho tena fie na ma na akwankyere edipa bebe no aso obi frɛ me say watesi positive na onko lab onko je letter no onfa nko hospital ana na me se de benye ne sa this will be na wo this way ne be frɛ you know it's unfortunate say ya na ye de ni nyina kogu aban so no mo so mo duebo because omo ye ndete de omo nko ana eye aha ka ye start ya di decentralize it, let it be community based to say oba area mo akwa say abeka for omo ti be demonstration say obi bi nya adwuma it means say abeka wo community ka fight ne nye community based inti me number bi kwan mo so bi na me area mo say masa show max so but yakoye ni say police ni lebeka acho say masa na say soldier ana so president bekasa yenti do bekasa ope ne ya president kasa na no na ni enkofo mu gina ho mutie ne kasa nyina ne bi o mo hye max o gina mo nti o se o president bekasa me ko hobi nsi no hye max no gina ho na president akasa sa na o de ko no akoda nti no se ya anhwe ye na ya nsi ade we kwa ya ye bedwin se o wi ase nyina ha ye but ye aha ne yeti Ghana ne ye free ye nko ba bia ye ntimi nko Togo me nti French ye ntimi nko Cote d'Ivoire nti French ntimi nko Burkina nti French it is yet na ya na sa aboyi edi enya saa na se ebedu ba bi na afide na mabebre ase na to build it back again no na ye mpanifo nyina na omko omo no se panimu bi o waga na bia woye politician na se o sika bia so onya positive say Kim onya wi obeko obetima fa plane I say finance minister onya positive den ko America ne ko hwe no menu mi enya positive gan is na ne de beko ho so na ayeman ho so na ayeman oh ho ayeman no omkasa nipa ne doso critical and severe cases in a dozen. See, almost all the ICUs are getting full. And any pana bread, Dr. Criso winning in Crawford, or my bread every day. Traffic crowd be dim be free and can help Drew Quabenyan over do a no bread. Obi a bread, to say, and see a di way who quaya, me name baby a bedroom. My last question here FDA can so many herba or must select some herba treatment, you must select it. Yemi so Mr. say. Bibi so me say akwesi say because ye can vaccine ye nya bi yes ye nya bi wa ha ye nya agency say be bi wa ha mate say president so ate what they share Professor Frimpong Boateng and say on share ye vaccine capacity
okay
kami de me hu ni say on fan share university ni sa
okay na university na kasa nye
no guchi fa ko show mo nsa na nye Professor Frimpong Boateng he is more like a politician he's an astute surgeon. There's a difference between
say only position be nti say wasan be doctor nti be anu nti na what na shebo no
eya na ye confuse ye scientist and ye doctor
okay
some doctors are scientists but not all doctors are scientists ye wonkofu bi a omo de omo start esua de no for andare ni professor ampofomo science no my research no my vaccine ejuma no my what they do we show mo so they can come out with strategies a lot of private pharmaceutical companies or Ghana NS chemists they can come together and start producing some of these vaccines. And your vaccine can be produced a drone edit treaty no. They can start producing some here that will make it cheaper for everybody to get.
Mami Musa asase we won say na honorable say enye yie no. E na ama covid na koso na ye Ghana fo abrochi omo no mo de yare na ba. Eyie ne ka ho an because na no me won KCC a for statement omo kan largely about eyie no.
You see ya say wo hwe omo wura oman mu a dynamics ni different ono na o ba no 72 hours or test or negative why test no negative no che say the risk of being positive is low odru airport nso a airport me so ye hwan wo be test no na eya me tu chema me scientist am no me adwuma airport odru ho na so ye Davido ana so ye vice president Baomia na otena ho we ye there we ye there ne unko when you go for upa frɛ obi pa bia be test no ntino omo ba no the risk of omo be infecting no ye a bit reduced because omo test positive quickly ne do omo gan east the challenge ne ye do omo kɔ na say ye isolate omo a bit mi kofia na say bit mi kofia no say another challenge now the biggest other challenge on the travelers no more bani here they all tested positive no what plane no nyo no kwa na plane
you know obi na
team nti omo na no mo team no mo ko fie no did we follow them Ghana service or strategy to me follow them and I say be force say omo quarantine and I say ye sure omo setting arrangement a bit man who oh wona oben no pa ko tested positive nti tenafie 1 week nanka nipa na tima tenafie 1 week anka we can contain the travelers now ba yen aye ni en party na ebi e beka se nye aye ni ntia because politicians bi akwa aye bi nto ka se aye na beka se all the question politicians but trust me aye bebre ba hu o TV so ana se wo driver hu no ya na ese bi shemax do shemax bi ano e hoho
no fi kromo
o mo shemax
anya president kwa de o kan ye no kro kon ye nkra bebre ye shemax mas
ne go ya me so office bi ana be shemax obi ana mas ne she ne bag nti ye ka say ye ni contribute a enenka Mr President and san restrict say a year should be days no reception. I think it contributes a lot na enkofo ye research meti obi a ne research no aye most of the people now mo ye tested positive be so ma it's always linked to time a year bi omukoye last week me ko year bi wa ha na say last week me ko year bi am say a year kasa music ni nti no eye loud no nti won obi kasa is what team
adowafo cry at what to nyonkro ye friend musicians
nti no e ma won obi kasa you have to shout and the more you shout the more you produce droplets. Now wow
missing and saying celebrities if we be birthday ni ade parties ya unu Instagram ni ade omunyina na no omunyina obi an hye mask
and
ni e twa cake no so camera second back na e twa cake no no obi an sekutem edi se ba ko omu kra na ohunsi a obi a
na ba ko afa cake no de nam na obi eyi bi
ai ye wi ani asamba be na nanado ade esu yenyina nkuru yenyina ka ho ne ema ya no espread
ade ne se ya yenya ya nka mom ne ya mfa kuro bia amfa anto no se okay ma me mbo me kuro ho ban se ka ne yura me villager uduru ho a obesi ba ho wonsa wo hye max a yura me kuro
okay
ye yesa nkakra
ya betimi ma me read messages in be near vaccine no ho asem se vaccine no we he nkofo pepe vaccine bi awo bato munya vaccine bi enwo mekwa homa no so na me ne yenua be ma ba ko ye betwetwe nkomo because we need to understand your friend saying asemi ana obuta FDA say sa herbal preparations so dudu asan vaccine si aga na force wo mu we afa yare ni sa say ko 4000 afa de na me nya vaccine bi say mo fa ma ya wo first one no mo ma ya wo second one esa ansana because also wo na bi say na wo na say na wo bi cross wo a baby ye wo the phone tare ho na
tare me who all those videos
chese na ya man crofo dada ye afa ni ye bewu a e dwane o e first Tiodo and o say e say dey by force masking what say baby e duro eno no na integrity guys good evening if you and your listeners no please yes am am kan che go ma west fo nyina say e be demonstration o mu nyina join it bra yes covid abanya sa bre ne demonstration twen na nko form asa kusi was say no say fia forget about the politicians so as I said, they are all not ready. Just a Ghana no yena ye boy ho ban. And Kwame champion say this is about Ghanaians, not about parties. So stop misleading people, misleading white people. Parties ne Ghana for no enya parties. Nya Ghana for ya na edom NDC ne MPP ana. And ya branche we Yawoza Swami and say if you admire the courage and clarity of purpose MPs ne ade nyina wo nyina aka ho na omo hwe se LGBT no wo mde be ko atia saa na wo so omo ye support ma se covid nyina ye baako no NDs no MPP ne kutia ne nyina o man no ekonanim ono so the message ode aba no kusi o say no sister fia forget about chairman of the health committee wo nyina omo ka ho na Ghana niema bebre no shada enkoye no mpacho Paul Elami wo say nkan chairman of the committee say oh misleading Ghana for nkan de sefata ene niema ebetimi aboa enkofo it should not mislead people. Mame kwa ngma no so na yensa ka FDA fo no question na yebusa out say herbal preparation akwa kosi say minu abema Samo Otu ye adwuma wo Food and Drugs Authority Otu mpacho good evening nyumre.
Good evening lady.
Mpacho ho ye de
Yamiadom
yo ye da utwe de ampo aseso ahwe so ne o family so mpacho na yebusa question bi say ebibiduro na mo ye Samo test no for covid ne general immune boosters and kebetumi akwatia viral infections is a COVID na kwa kosi se mo approve bi
me not sure say a juicer and pimpins when I saw mama approve me still am go to yen
hello o se onya sure say edru ba bia at least ma conclude Hello, Miss Otu. Oh, Miss Otu, I'm an article. Best friend, Miss Otu, no. Atwetwe nkomo we Food and Drugs Authority ne esa ka omani ebuso omo say say vaccine na no hwa di no enti die pa na enke bi yenye bibiduro bi ka ho a na ka betimi aboa Ghana for aboa ben kamasa o say MPP government no wa amoa Ghana for kra they set their own rules and omo breaki boa ben Rubin kamasa was say di atem but my mouth is too expensive to read your insults into wa hu President Kufuor na akogina nanim na wa read this insults no e dey akere no say wa ondamu a na the o person odi opening kasi atem o send a message na mama say me na me ko read insults. Did you even respect me? My mouth is too expensive say be read insults o into wa pato hu ayi a na do a no wa hwe so wa betimi ahwe nanim ayi no a na wan kasa wa hwe nanim akwa ayi ma me ko FD hobiem Mr. Otu pato good evening bio.
Good evening, lady.
Na ye busa question bi say sa bibiduro na mo ye say mo test na mo nya indication say bibiduro ni bi betimi akon atia viral infection such as COVID no eno akwa akosi sen.
Say na be kai no nhwehwemu no eguso a ekoso. Enti se bibi papa bi free mu ba o mo de batutwa.
But say si ade munya bi a ye at least confirmed me boa.
No, no dey me enya sure see enya bibia sa sanse hwehwemu na say ko enema bebre na so mo ye ansana obi etimi esisu dia say ampa bibi say no ebetimi aye.
Okay.
Okay,
Nampacho so far no how many applications amwenya form bibidro wa bi amo ye at the consideration state and more testing how many?
Mean to me and stress is and me sheda and the actual figure.
Okay, fine. But vaccines no say why ye din monye bi a free and nene ochna ko nyina ye benye bi ana. Ko me de obaba question bi so mini abema KO dia dancing pa. Wa test wa vaccine mienu ni nyina oba wa test positive. But mama hwe me mbuza asa question na say am vaccine bi am test a e bi ochna ne nei mu benye bi ama nkofo awo ana.
What if I'm vaccines there and no say be back on you there and no ye a buying any Ghana health service. Yeah, the NC be shim say vaccine e ba no. A year na BBI okay you bet me use it. Now o can be say KOD as wa vaccines no. Na was still a winya COVID. A man for be anti vaccine and ka say juma ye no.
Okay.
Enti ase. Vaccine and say wunya COVID no. O bet me nya na momu no. Because vaccine wo mu nti e be ko atia COVID no. And the same a man for the hospital and I say be a man for the death. Sano emba because what was vaccine no. That is the whole point of a vaccine.
Okay. And the ubetimi ya vaccine no ubetimi nye baja ya ntumi mbunka mfa so. And I also ntumi mfa ba ubetimi the virus no unya ubetimi de amobi ana.
So
what vaccine ni mienu no
a system fighting no.
Okay.
Doesn't mean say engineers will be still am whether you share a mask.
Okay.
It's still with me.
Oh, I see. I feel Matthias because now no me say America Joe Biden no ka say what vaccine ni fully omutumi nante abonte a omo vaccine no. Minim say America for no omo Johnson.
It say wo eba okra na wo no wo vaccine ni bi.
Okay.
The virus be back na onim say once a wo bi nipa no mo awo ne dose na ko ma yan awo ye kakra bi.
Okay, matuase. Mizotu ma me na wase papa na je say aban wo so de more vaccine se ba. Na nyina ye wo bi se de ba so obi kra se Delta because se de omo ke se Delta no o chen azuma blows. O che se oba o de all of him and o de ba bekum nipa nti ye wo bia ebe boy pa Mizotu me na wase. Hello Mizotu. Hello Mizotu.
Yes madam.
Na me da wase. Yeah, that's it, baby. You, Mizotu, Duma, Food and Drugs Authority, no, I say, a baby draw the no, woman, ye testing you, Tiabucha for more Musura for the animal pay before the no, Monchanka crans and a before the other bar, near Yayako will be natural say, Yababe to us open. Now me buza question be, me ba. Mpatrocho question, mammy, answer.
Now be some vaccine.
Vaccine, huh?
I say vaccine, they said the papa Nismika and a buy ne de beba.
Okay.
Na, o share. First ones in a buy na nipa na etimi wo ye no yenhwemu ye se wo vaccine na ye aboa no ho bibi ɛna yɛde afa afidie mu ɛna ayɛ te sɛ aboa no nti sɛ wo a te sɛ yɛn deɛ wo ne DNA vaccine na binom si wo a ɛbɛsesa wo DNA ɛbɛsesa wo makeup ɛbɛma wo bibia yɛyi ɛnte saa DNA no ɛkɔ wo mu a ɛyɛ aboa bi na de kɔ ɛfrɛ na adenovirus no yɛ
vaccine no ho
yes vaccine no yɛ de ahyɛ virus bi mu
saa
yes nti adenovirus no say yɛ common cold virus almost all of us yɛwɔ adenovirus almost all of us have adenoviral infection nti enam say yɛwɔ saa infection ni bi dada na say enya bi da ne nti no saa aboa no yɛde vaccine hyɛ aboa no de ba yɛ mu a yɛnim ne dada ayɛ sɛ ukohu na no afa ne chiame so
okay
kwa ne so minim dada ha nti no ɛkɔ mu a na wo honam akwa no ehu no na wa produce ade bi efe ne antibodies
okay
na mame ka say enye obi o wo vaccine ni bia na obi produce antibodies
saa wo ho
enye obi o wo vaccine ni bia na o ka say o ye protective
adentina obi no body ni produce saa antibodies
your bodies no ye different if be genetic diversity e bia vaccine de ma wo no na ho odin kɔ fom e bia time a wo vaccine na so ho odin wo fom
I see
ana say wo vaccine ni mpo no activity bia o ye no e dampen wo immune system no odiane a obedie adwuma obeye ene o rest ebetima dampen immune system
nti one day year to me dampen immune system
depression crab ebetima dampen immune system nti no ye ne wo vaccine no your response nyina be different
sa
the unfortunate thing is say kakra bi na wo vaccine ne guchi no omo vaccine bi na Dr. Fori mu follow omo every 7 days no match moja to see say oh are you producing the antibodies so the first phase in the say what vaccine no second phase in the say what producing antibodies what producing antibodies at the third phase in the say how many of us are producing antibodies and as antibody way ebetimi akontia virus and then see another type of researcher
altogether
was a ka aban ehye neguchi ne cases ya mukena say kakra ya wo no mumfa nipa be 200 mum follow mo antibodies no ma produce no say what the virus no kana abo antibody with ma restrictive virus na on infecting cells na if be neutralizing as neguchi obetima any easily
by any research biasa
say obi a omo ye wo ho nyina ye omo bibi nkakra bi ni resource kakra bi a e wo ho no mo de ye bet aban sheda
empire research no sika
say oh ye nye we ni ehu say okay wo AstraZeneca no the immune response was better tie bi a another one e beba e bi a Pfizer ba ye wo a ye be follow Pfizer so ye hu so oh Ghana
between we ni we no
enya we ni better than this that we can choose because vaccine ye be nyina no omo ye na brochire clinical trial omo ye na brochire abrofne
ya fa before body
ye different ye diversity ye
no so ya asemu
bibi memu ha ni ye population ye different
secondly ndi mbuza opani ye wo vaccine na awo atiegu ye so anadwo na ese fever untumi na onye wa mrete nkuto no na bi mo omo saba ko omo ntehwe afa obi wo sa ato ansa na me producer say o yare 2 days nti ye no antibodies ni entumi nya bia na say ye no ye bibifo nti na ye sa no
nti eno ne ye genetic diversity ne bi no enam say vaccine no eda aboa bi so ye ba emu nti adenovirus no is a very aggressive virus nti no will activate the immune system with force to be inflammatory response vaccine ko mu na no it calls the soldiers neutrophils ne ade say momra na bibi aba na mome so mi mu te say enemy bi awram it is omo no soldiers ne ba to train to know the vaccine no they will bring a lot of cytokines chemicals bi a ebema temperature cause ebema anya headache enti na immunologist yes say oba ehun hia ehun ye hia fantem emfan so nyunu nkogu ni so ahohia ne ye immune response body no bibia ko body dim ti body ni say da bia de aba mi ma me increase me temperature so that de na aba mi mu no bewu hanti eye immune response
nti yen akola ho ye hia ne abonu so nyunu prekope no e wo say oto bo ansa
you are dampening the immune system ne mo ahohia ne koso bebe ba ebetimi so aha no nti no ye wo vaccine na enya saa symptoms no eno kire so ye body no ehunu se bibia awura emu
I see
nti no to an immunologist, you know, when your symptoms now, and so when your reaction to the vaccine, then you are a bit sure. So, oh, me when I'm not vaccine, it's be a when your symptoms a crowd or warrior. Oh, me there be
one
cry now, cry no. We mean system name who vaccine no.
Into your mama, your warrior now, and I am why I say your mom, nay, a man. Me moja you good. Oh yeah, me moja you good. DJ Fletch say one to hear or one is one to hear no according to no moja.
But obe produce antibodies.
Oh, okay.
So produce antibodies in a beer. Aboa ne ba mu na wonya aboa na antibodies ba ba take aboa no. The antibodies in take aboa na obenya the same symptoms headache ni saa de nti me fan so mo test positive obo test positive a enam so what antibodies ni bi da the nti no antibodies ni ba attack aboa no aggressively na mo ayare aha nti yeso wonya severe wayare but okọ hospital na treat 1 to 3 days na
now you okay
wo ato no akofie
nti na just a build wo moja na wonam
build immune system so say build there it creates a lot of I say wako forest na pese wudua bibi wo twitwa ne ma agu nti e be say bibi kakra na ayi bibi kakra na mum ni nyina be nyini no na aye fefefe nti vaccine ne de ye pa na mum se wi ase nyina akọ ese vaccine obi a refi say oh treatment vaccine ye treatment vaccine ye treatment
nti na wo kra wutumi nya no
nti na wo kra wutumi nya bi no nti no nka ye nya aduro bi so oh aduro we wo fa e betimi ayi aboa na free mu ti say Ghana fa ka say nim tree me na metaye pa ye ne kaka nim tree mi punu kakra me de go na mano na mapunu kakra sa na me nyina ye because aboa no receptor na o use ko enipa mu no the same receptor na malaria use ACE2 no nti no enam say what for malaria receptor ni bi nti bia malaria nro no nti na ba first so I say hydroxychloroquine ni one queen then kofu ye hu but say obi ajai sa strategies ni na de ken nyina e vaccine and that is why I'm worried. Can we think about treatment? Ye wonema bebre wa ha and na caution ba concern say me tie radio bebre a it is oh me why you bo how when your COVID crowd no more be ko e was say ye jai sa man because ebema obi enipa abuse sa man
e just say COVID the drone baby a
COVID the drone baby a abofo do ka me nti so mo kan COVID the drone baby a the enima ya antibiotic ni zinc ni vitamin C
nti obi nam no say COVID the drone wo ho no na o haban we na COVID the drone nya no kre
we na me and so because how nipa kro ye advert no so ko office be o she mask
yes here because and then last week na Dr. Yansen ka say sa asofo ni bi cry o mo so mo bompa ya ma COVID no afa akire no aba hospital no aba vaccine no a share mask ni wo wi no aka che ne member say mo nhye
ha nti no as a scientist na make say abaya ya de ne mum yem use COVID na enye opportunity to build young local science research no anti recently doctor for ne lab for enya ntakanta wa bi go through parliament yes how I wish say can the same lab for ne doctor for na kwakotena say oh how can we help the government in fighting this but enam independence ni greed any person community yet me we see all those times unnecessary letters tensions but doctor need lab need nurse nyina ye adwuma baako ye nyina ntimi nye doctor me metima ye doctor ni pa but enye me interest in your research obi see interest of be doctor nti no senka this is will be an opportunity say COVID etimi kum doctor etimi kum lab and me colleague baako prosper nyame de ne kra che no pa wonya COVID na de mo fa mu no ye adwuma ni guchi anema sa brante ne fa mu na wotin kom so free mu a anka wo free mu kwa nso wo kon pa okoda gan yi several okoda twice ye de charge ne ko fi no sa yare bi say oye physio still kwa ne ho nto no wonya COVID na wie no
mama tisa no so hu niema bebe tumi ka mo se e ka wa hrawa e ka oliver e mama ni bi wo kra so wunya etumi ku hu kra
etimi ha ne ma bebe nti no let's take the opportunity say health workers and ka doctor ne lab for ahode na de ku kodru parliament e ma parliament free say me presentation no let's take the same opportunity ye ka so say na ebetimi akụ covid lab for then am betim aye wo kolebu am betim dia boy doctor for ye be say lab for manye say na yakụ na ya ma Ghana we aye ye India
sa
na mo enye association ne party and okasa ya wanye careful oh ye MPP ni okasa ya wanye careful ye ndisi enu echimishia independent candidate me money din na okasa na me say wow we have such an amazing brains in Ghana but
and na me Ghana for no moto aba no kontokwa so mo ba na afia na mo so ya ndisi ni MPP na me so mo kura na mo koto aba obi nyomo oboy say mema so ya omo pe virgin so mo na mo mama ni nyini omo amu pe mo pese Ghana ko nanim enso mo na mo ma Ghana so nsesa because o to ama ndisi ni MPP ya ye wo brain so but okojina abato okra omo ntoma
nya hwe mitie Professor Lumumba was a country bia a developing on presidential manifesto can never get anywhere.
You see,
because Nana don't any party for akotena demo. Oh, ye be say na Ghana for nyina agye ato. And so one national development agency our motena se hwe bia Ghana nyina o ebetima say no be the political idea no betena Ghana so 4 years. What the onwa na idea hwe nyina owia no osako.
The NDC ba or the NDC adwen MPP ba or the MPP adwen me why one national adwen wo
ya kran so
ya 40-year development plan kra wo
yes da ho wasa aba na wo so de na idea ne be ye no ne ne ese hwe no ye ne ese hwe na o sa free so ya sa ahwe no yire no ma sa ko pise mu bi na just say brekwa and I made me salary chire obi o say say na me say na meje me salary ni my age my 15 years me salary no say really na me say yes na meje na we ye we obeda tigo gra me want me
as obi ba asesi a obo no ye minister ni amane ka bie no
enti say ya nyi sa ne ma na free mu na covid yaba eye apomodin for ku yen kamom doctor for lab for nurse for pharmacy for as a pharmacy kwa de hu so mo hobi but a draw ni bibia bekwa ba pharmacy for the from omo ye nro Ghana pharmaceutical companies ye niam bibro Ghana let's use them private sector na me to say oh private sector fund and say can you answer
okay enti obani emra eni emhwe going forward no say vaccine ho aye den ne ade yes ye nche mask and they were trying there but look at the difficulty in the vaccine say in the event abaya anya bia because yes say mafia for no so akototo because yes omumu bebre so na sponsor research no
of course
Ghana ye de Ebola vaccine craba say be test o kai dey see ye de NDC ni MPP ye no mbe kuyen and now aden ko nam de cover water region ye de background so come make aden nam de akwa Accra ye de Kokumata aden nam de aba Ashanti region ye pese ye be test ba vaccine ye de bai broni ne ye de ne ye test so ne ye de vaccine na me ye be de ne yetumi amanage ni akoye nim
vaccine ne die
say ye nya bia
o may be a vaccine bi say ye nya bia ye produce bi wa ha what vaccine no a template obi a research na hunu say this part of the virus any am dey vaccine no until whilst the template is there to say Nokia the way here no Samsung betima faso aye bi
okay
me say Ghana e wo
your capacity and betimi aye ye betimi aye vaccine
ye betimi aye vaccine wa go to them Nuguchi go to one
Nuguchi for betimi aye
the facilities they have there give them some money
Nuguchi asema ko ho
$500,000 or $1 million get all these pharmaceutical companies NS chemists ne
POKUAA no to
produce drugs for her vaccine the same thing produce infusion jamas microm jamas ya pa ye infusion wo ho sai kran se ho ye drip infusion wo ho enti no we can do it than say we waste all the money to go and look for small number of vaccine 1 million na dia ba 1 million ke beba no nipa ne
obani chire mi mo wo se ye betimi aye vaccine wo Ghana
ha ye aju se betimi aye
ye kofa recipe no chese se ne omo ye no na
recipe de wo ho obi a research
nti Ghana amunim recipe no
call Gucci they are culturing the virus omutimi culture itimi grow virus no ehun say
aye covid virus
yes omo grow no Gucci yeah scientist yeah scientist omutima ye
omutumi grow covid covid
virus no
delta de ya ni ho hu
omutima grow no omo grow HIV nyina omo grow ho ye grow HIV virus na wo Gucci
na ne nya mo na mo de wo ye de
say
okay me ma se opani
omo ntimi produce the vaccine because resources ni ho Gucci is being sponsored mainly by Japan government. You can imagine say advanced research lab in Japan for see I think 2017 2018 say come insist lab no and a COVID by
you Inti ya te Ghana ya ntumi ansi lab Japan for na besi
Japan is in Gucci na see first one second one na see so call UGMC the facilities they have is amazing UGMC if you enter that's our bridge say what done out your car do raho and I saw Rebecca so Dubai and see
oh na me call rage here ya do rage now be door na where America me my area kwa America hospital the America
let's support say sika ya sebe ye de sa bi 28 million am some koto car ma MPs no do monfa half emma cases ya Nuguchi ni Legon no mon pharmaceutical companies say okay vaccine no template ni
munye bi mayen
AstraZeneca mun ko hu omo munye template na mo produce wa ha
ombetimi aye
they can do it here na so omo ye nro wa ha ye nro Ghana
Amon Johnson and Johnson no ni bi o wa NS chemist ye wo Ghana what's NS chemist call factory whatever
omo ye
ah no aye nro wa ha
we can do it but politics ni kakra menye free mu nti but me ni say na Addo wa kan say wa fa Professor Ben Bobo anti say wan hwe sa de no wa kan no many months ago 3 months 4 months sabe was got the report number so okay this is my report say na me hu say na ye
ayi wa we say wa kan che prof tra na mo disika ma prof so fan kwa any research
the minim ye the prof na kan say wa fa before Bobo anti na or yes and but nkofo ne wo scientists on bo Professor Wandare na nkofo mbo ho they are astute scientists that move free Ghana for mukusia de wa brocho maba any Ghana for omusia de wa heye omoti ha they can do it Professor Kwei or wabe ejuma wa ya HIV ni rotavirus vaccine osia de o CDC
into ono na HIV vaccine no
the same knowledge omukoye ejuma wa brocho produce vaccines clinical
Ghana for no
Dr. George or a lot of clinical trials for US Washington University he's a Ghanaian he's here he's
in Ghana
or Ghana here.
Na do nim no.
He is the head of the FB HIV cure research infrastructure studies.
HIV cure
research infrastructure.
Let us yes research we benya HIV cure.
What theories are?
Ghana need doctor. And HIV cure so benya HIV adro.
Ukoni Gucha is amazing but ye mbu science for.
Hey. Ebi so adok omo nkasa. Committee mi nimpo so mo nkan ya koyo mo documentary
science for nkasa say you niska wo niska so
pasa mo wonam for mo nim ye ade na mo nkasa mi enso ye nkasa
ye nim prepare science for nkasa but COVID was the best opportunity for us to change the narrative so the way can we enrich our scientists even test here all the testing materials everything we use for the testing is important everything
pani even cotton swab near this show minimum near the end if you are
everything from which never.
Namu to me Ghana ha.
Shep one district one factory. I make a cover the bike here. It be a swab.
Mr. Jama we anya we a guy pa.
Gloves, cotton. You bit my ebi.
Asamna na waka no.
Be just we are not thinking there and so you best see a cotton negotiating with this. Let's produce some of them here. All the labs there are about 40-50 labs in Ghana on COVID testing. You can imagine
Obiade even cotton no cra sa wa no cra ye cra
mama paper ni nyina ye to free abuchi neba cotton gloves reagents tubes bottles ni nyina ye say we nyina na ye sa akohye no ye nya recycling bia o Ghana everything goes down to the drain bibia all the COVID labs in Ghana bibia omu isi bia ye imported
pane no ni ade no cra ye imported
Korea Japan China work factory ni say dem ma meti he enti ye betima ye say ye can see
that we dey shock me o say even asawa because asawa bi na mudi ra ye huni mu na no dem call
import all those swabs are imported into this country
asawa na ye dey farm edua ho keke na ye dey che huni mu no
expensive now those days na be at 20 pesos 10% and 3 cedis 4 cedis importing no so you can see all this money is going to somebody's country.
Aka by na ye dey one district one factory cross onya asawa ba konya panie
vaccine ayo abo no ya betena
emo me wo say ye ka say mo eche president pa
ye swabs ni bi ye glass
but openi wo aside ideas we nyam giri so onua no bo say Professor Chena oye HIV cure research no eni ni ade no omo kana president hu say ye wo capacity ni wa ha Ghana fo o ma ben
ene krepa ne say ene Ghana no say scientists obekasa usho because one way no one kwa kasa yi a one way duane bebo ebinum so so be kasa o kasa kra o so eno kra pan but senka abai jai mu say oh obi anfa na idea bi how can we build it enye honorable ajman menu nko ekun wabre papa no wabre
oh
me share the interview now o kasa am say na one can say no one dream straight say because the pressure is too much or sign a contract hospital way friend no oh you see nko for money cylinder oh hospital community ventilators one person
he's tired
one so diebo say one person o person bibia into bebre
let's say na just deputies ni ade omo no
minim minim obebre because your man deputy young deputy Dr. Okoboy I mean the last deputy
etore bi so awu ni many pan so ho ahomete me my adwuma with people under me that sometimes onipa no is undermining you and adwuma no awode ama no wonye ni say wonye ni sa
so ope adwuma na
and obi ono onye pay attention to detail onye highly responsible in execution limited nti etore bia asa waje aboso benye wa because of penny enti
sa
na de ode be ma ni bia nso nye ni enti no na asa waje aboso but enye wa so nti he's tired
I think we need a fresh person to work with him. I think he's tired. To me, the only campaign I make and say president should use the scientists, enrich the scientists. Call East, Dr. Foribuadu, Dr. Komi, Dr. Chris, amazing guys. Amazing. Mr. Sego, Augustine Sego, he trained me. Me the nyamia sepa on a life. Amazing scientists. Bra Airport, the number of scientists we have there and the things we are seeing there, amazing. And Kamika they say kwade say anka ofa airport nim na testing negative yes am kwotena hotel 1 week
now tua
because or testing negative the probability so a positive could be there because test na your airport ni antigen test why a PCR are negative as you are coming you could be exposed to the virus udru ho ya amfa maybe the next 2 days you will test positive and no Philippines obey test no ha do Philippines abeye they will quarantine in the hotel for 14 days
asani eja
makofie
boy
ba ha de oduru ha
eno oya no ha mbeka so montoma na nado on say na Ghana for etimu say ma ama so na ti akonya so a oya mbeka so montoma na mahama
this is the best time because I mean ko bio do it just be fair me say ento ama bio and I mean what we
say MPP so you breaking the 8 into onu susuru nti wonye
so me no ka me pepa ka me no nkra ko monka mo no monye one party ko monka bo me one party na one Ghana Union Party
openi omu ya one Ghana Union Party from Beches Kennedy they say omu na ya ndisi ni MPP from mu chedi omu tepa no ma ye no ma chedi
ba ni say ye jai musa say because anytime so wonante na ni young service personnel so mo we service atati ye dwon no mo kasa it's terrible we are not heading anywhere
openi me mani and fight your final comment but more importantly about the ye betimi aye as Ghana for because you say the numbers is looking like one here by next week and then I'm 10,000. The eke can by next week and then I'm 10,000 because yeah timamu for ni yeah crowd see a bedi mrano so and okay we shall mask or go be one and no be catches that then I'm as well you must no I told be only what program be oh madam you person no twa pictures okay oh you mask no na de nkwa na ye ni asoma si ba ni na twa picture we yi ni mask ntina I say o kire wo ho udue bo sister dey ni hunu mu bon no aso na me nim say me ye hia ni ba na me nam o mi su me ho mi ni sika me yare amre be kwa America enti me sunso me ho wo susu kra bia obegina wo papa ye ambassador bi ba mi susu minim
ya no kra
oh na so pese you must so be ya no bia no wa spread am na doubt ma me kan messages so ne enkofo bebe obi say YouTube na me wey na o ka say very good pa afia at the end the Ghana for betimi aye vaccine pa but 10% nti wo mu nye ema Ghana for ne nye how you for say if you are the bia me catch say Ghana problem no it's about leadership tom enye ye da unless leadership changes and Sky K or say but we import toothpick from abroad if you now they all say we you import to ana usu hwe na toothpick kura mu import nti dey bi na mu pafia yesterday was studio on menye say you won because Ghana na moto ono kra no toothpick kra mo kra e na mode eba we YouTube commenter mode ba making kan de aka ni nyina ama mo na fe monso ma jimu views e wo ho ma me ko Facebook na won so me kenkan ko for positive change on Madina and okaze Ghanaian youth are angry today because of substandard governance, high level of corruption among government officials near there. Ghanaian youth no cry, so we are disappointed in you because a high level of collecting money from politicians and not voting according to conscience instead of according to money. Inti nye politicians nko na mbeka seti o mu Ghana fo na so mo ana mo gisika o politicians wo mo akoto aba mo wi amaba abesu mo te ase Seydou Abdoulaye and I say what kind of leaders are we having in this country? We have those people here in Ghana mbetimi aboa mo man akọ nanim but omo mu nya adwuma no emma Ghana man no enko nanim. Francis Ofoyi no say fia, can you ask him about blacks in Europe? Are they different from blacks in Ghana na? But openini can say duane e declare to me changes said ye enti se aduane aga na yedie no eye banku eni fufuo ni konkonte na black biti abroche no African American no di cheeseburger cry a man of vaccine no ne dynamics ne body ni different from what would meko no nti ya na ye different no na POKUAA no sisefia, can we do the vaccine? We can do the vaccine, but our leaders will never allow them. One boy importers are all because of kakra ombenya ombedi enti ende afia ha ho kra papa no kra ba aja no kra no kopeni ba bi na Ghana problem nye ne eno ebejai eno omo so nyo omadwene so ombema Ghana asesa that the year eno omu wom o kan so omu ntie enti afia Ghana asesa ne de ebe de oda me kwache someone no say mo London was it Ghanaians don't take the COVID protocol seriously cost of very high o say afia land ha ye mu bebre ya fa 2 no vaccine ni mienu nyina o say oba UK over 40 million people eno ma wo vaccines ntina restrictions so kwa no as o ma left kakra na Ghana for the aso dinti yense sanda ye ne ena nanaba twenebo akodua no say if you true talk pa fire them for us Ghana for we are a bunch of confused people with a confused media, a confused voter and a confused Ghana, confused opposition kan boy in a chance no say if you God richly bless you pani adwuma moye Mr. Ajimawo studio so ka chense Yakobo shan ne no kre eni nim dia o de kasa appear owusu no say good evening if I don't understand why most Ghanaians are using Sir John Venor as an excuse say omo shamas na uwa Sir John de okoda do uwa ukoka ne ho anasa ukoye den entu dia shamas na wo sha wo say Sir John ti obi ntie na na do cross untie ono so ne kokobo de ma no and a Prince Agbele o say if you are more fire pa Yakopon show part lomote no say if you are just good monko so Ghana for yensua from our own mistakes. Abubakar Abdul Kadir no say if you are very proud of you pa the facts are facts which is you have Ghana at heart, no weapon formed against you and ebe kan Yakopon show pa Isifu Idrisu also Pristia say if you Yakopon sham yetie live pa Pristia for so mechiam aboso fo ni ade nyina Mr. Johnson o aboso they say aboso fo nyina munya bibia na ma ko Mr. Johnson ho no mo ya obefre me na je say ode ama na afire mo kwan ni nyina ebe fire Philemon Osman Amunos good luck if you adwuma wo ye more fire ye wo Spain Almeria and ye tie wo no kwabna bafo wo se mehwe mo live wo Italy Yakopo Enshaw and ye friends Raphael Nketia say I disagree with Dr. What he's alluding to because here in UK no about 90% of the population na mo into corner wo share we here then problem into catch Dr. you a free SM nene enya adwen Omar Jabel or see if you like the way I will explain issues very constructive criticism kudos and come out Mr. Ajima so me channel and Patricia Gamo see the truth needs to be told about we fairly nyina over COVID madam nyina we are failed enya abanko we have all failed now wa to all kwa so kwa won hye wo de kwa sha aban na na do afeli wo so afeli opposition so afeli opposition for mo kam and ya lock it down opposition for say aden ya lock it down ya lock it down opposition for ya na mo lock it down ya just say ya koto vaccine aden na mo koto vaccine na ma opposition cry say government do something to save us from third wave we are failed, we are confused ye nim de epe Richard Aite no say if they should stop the update of the COVID-19 at a point. It also did not make most of us continue or say okay almost stop pay update no edru baby nti amankofo baby adwene so free so and I man no bentum no say if you Ghana leaders na we are all confused boss yes citizens are more confused than the leaders oh anka abekwa kwaji sika kwato aba abanka so okoye na ye de yan vaccine ka wa be ma bewu we are more confused than your leaders kusi hosaya no say if you are mo any adwuma mo your politicians kanokra na kire omo and I have the God no say I'm watching you from Tadi now or see if you they started the interchange in Tadi roundabout to catch MPP for say they should complete it have the patrol traffic picture no Tadi the na me pa yes I make catch yenua be ma Charles G no etwa ama me aban no oya ye be kan ya bonaba so wanye so a ye be kan enye de bia na ye be negative baby a oye no ye be fire na obi ehun say ye government is doing well mahama koye terminal 3 ye bonaba so ye terminal 3 wo ye sek Dubai ye bonaba so ochi a na ye ka che say ma say no be terminal 3 we go chop fix your man no so maye what you say na na do won say dey eje gu ni chem fix Ghana for us papa oya ye be fire boni so ya eno kwa dey be fire no double ene obi aba sa eje Joseph osi if you love your forthrightness chia Mr. my mama say enim di fo say ene o mbu man no cause we mu ene o mo kasa mo man ko nanim no na kwabre champion of Vim Lady catch on abo say you should stop misleading Ghanaians ye nyina ye serious at keeping public COVID-19 protocols so say mo amudi anim no mu follow law no a enke chiri fo amese no Joseph Amofa and say if you are Ghana for we must keep our eyes open oh COVID ne ba nya ba akofo ne bekunu wo se enche obi a wo friend or send message from Waterbury US Waterbury piaga also good job for if you COVID-19 pandemic oh third wave no is real see e di agora e de yebeko wo so wa chemasafo e na odi we e ba nana ya wayesem me podi ni pa nana ya wayesem wo say my brother we are fighting COVID-19 protocol dream well be ho rather than doing politics udi koya politics na wu a nkwa na abekwa asama ado adaka ni mo hye nkwa na abekwa akoda ho Mukaila Jonas was here Vim Lady industrialization is a way to go for a total self-reliance but may I suggest say a brilliant ideas plan openino Mr. Multi Studio what they man be na do onye 1D 1F na COVID no machines ni ho ne ma nyom produce o Ghana na boys and girls so yenya adwuma anya kakra Razak and San also stop adding NDC to the plight of MPP. MPP are bad leaders, boss. Hey, NDC, MPP, the value is the same. Opa, Fakoshe MPP on your Facebook page. Remember, they say they are the same. Ye we na NDC, but the same kojo ya no mbeyo. Bro, Fakes, I'm cutting a senchedi and ye hui. Hey, Mami, your friends say, I don't come on konum tea. Don't konum tea. Ghana sign. I say I can't cram me and kind of cranage. I say MPP and this na be do a man so me na feri and Jack Mill K was him was all joining New York Burma captains man but will be in Lemo be any day. We can all not work from one station. For Koblan, was he listening to you and watching you from Bristol, UK. Now see the COVID-19 campaign is not for a dedicated team only. It's for all of us. And the end I some near no man on and our sister Nana POKUAA my message was a 40-year development plan. Was if ya one party being a kosher corner no it's not a national plan. Ya per national plan I na 40-year development plan NDPC for na koyo. Enti on also need your can Dominic Usuno say there's questionable COVID-19 matters in Ghana. Enti mamo nhwe say ebefa ne trasa and ejabin techino say we are expecting someone to tell us how to protect ourselves. Everybody needs to run their own lives. And now on kasa won shamas na wu ankwa na abewu na na do mejo from asamando protect ho na jai yeah na on shamas na fellow gan and no bi ka chem say on share president kra no president say den on sha na jai na wu an na do bewu anana na do wo kra free achema ba no ono na kra e tena so mo wu no mo ne na do ne na do te wo ono oluman no na do te ha emranti akra fa no ho aba bewu ebo na enimu nya fa na do ho anwu so what wo washane African way no na ma oluma ogina na so be kasa abranti a wedi 50 no ti din tena na kasa on hwe fellow Ghanaians on hwe mask no krani besi obagbo yakagbele o de tena na di agro efia mansa no say some people say that the COVID is not true they are lying ma mo tena no mu wu na mo ko why Rafael Nketiano say why is MPs not sacrificing their car loads? Said they buy a betimi their kwakoto and yamani biama doctors me they no my year jumano. Was if you boost almost a question mami. If I da kono say please today is my birthday pa Vim Lady meet you 80 wish me if about da konya kopon sha no man kwatente why. And akwabena Anthony was good evening come am pa. Frank Adano say if you no kra na waka no NDC MPP will be aba opepepepe no abeta no de ko no ashada politics no afatika na di. Yewuza waswame no yewuza so ka se fia metie mu Daniel Kwaku ni patete no please fellow Ghanaians ye nyina yenya baako ewutu breku oden o me antwen se obi nya COVID-19 oben yen ansane abo ho ban ye me ani na ho pa na wu a nkwa na abekọ yenya careful pa Melcode and o se fia ye nyina ye hypocrite and ignoramus. Why are you talking as if you were not part of the propaganda of MPP? you were not supporting MPP hypocrite woman master hypocrite comment me ye malafaka bia o me program so we GYASO boot for boot o fire for fire o send message en fa hu ni o wo hwa manim no ministers no mo kwaje ayi MP car no me ka ho o vim lady din wom wo hwa mo GS gasha no wo vim lady wom nonsense frema delete the comment no kura ma me yes anka me anka me block o mail code we ye madaf wo de aha yi radio so nka bo de meka kire wo me mpense hunu we amo send me mo to ayi ana mo be kan sema chair presenters obi amoja woni mo na wo ye NDC obi so ye MPP you are complaining is it a crime to join a political party assuming po without admitting say vim lady we NDC so or MPP a crime kojo pon kroma no ye journalist and or ye MPP or ye minister suhini ano ye ayi president and suhini ye NDC minister nonsense come and send me that message again me ntwan wo me say adwuma na ya bre me just salary because for you to come and insult me GS Gracia into be di matema wa no ma fire obi na me ko omo GS Gracia no ho atema akona kodi omo you pay them with your taxpayers money you don't pay me with any taxpayers money yanto asukra before this I say hey the matter trouble what shy babro no I think yankopon ya brepa obire wa betra na ye adwuma obi ma me na be send message sukọ no makora bi se ko hwe ne mo magase sebo ukra unru ba bia udi mi fie dodo am dia ye adwuma me chia taxes ama Ghana government mi nyamu 1 cedi kra me ti American every year bia ma me tax returns wo me ti man anajo yire ne mi anka 9 something minister biti ba bia chia na entertainment allowance ya mano V8 ya mano watchman security mienu ne gardener ye tia ne ka ne cook ye tia ne ka me tia no you don't pay me with your taxpayers money despite na afa ma adwuma mu na otua me ka and I do something what da oh be send me malafaka message now you aba be ka chem say wo dey send me some message ni biom me nya chairman general wa butre o no ye from me vim lady afia POKUAA wo me fiada me fire obi ma de bia me bra kan na ade na anya se chairman general me ndi chairman general I cannot be like him he's a media god or abutre I don't have that level of abutre say wana na ma fire obi na ateka don't send me that message again ko yi frema so wa delete too then no ko to aba anya me na mbe so kokromoti na me de to waba wo hwa MPP party fo ni ma wo vim lady din wom send me nse hunu mato me boy you are no papa even if I have to spend 30 minutes doing that to you. Besides my final comment near a name messages in the account so nko mom ma mini obia cause despite na afa madwumam menji aban V8 nji saloon ka ho menji bungalow menji security menji entertainment allowance fanta amenu nyina ye aban twia maame vono mattress a mbede ye twia mom clothing allowance ye twia mom party for nyina every week nyina party for ma food soldiers ka NDC ba no ama NDC food soldiers ka MPP ba no ama food soldiers ka obi ama me hwe nobody pays me despite nature me to be there used to pay me I've struggled all my way to get to this point me nya kwadro so me your bad jumayefo a my year have bled to this point unim na send me nkolanke to a message bia me shede yi me chichi no ama mayi wano simple. I will not wait for you to leave before I fire you. I'll fire you that my area going forward. Said you be save you from what should we do as ordinary Ghana for no?
Me say ya can be na me can say nana do failure Ghana for your failure. Na say Ghana for failure nana do a failure. Enti ye mani hu say ye kotokone house ne ye bobo na ba kwa hye ba ko. Me say wasi nyina ye ka bom na ye fight sa yare na the advantage ni ye si etimi ko yare we so a ebema ye nya a lot of experience going forward wo she mask a enye covid nko na wo dey protect ho wo dey protected dust a ye home ko ye mu wo bankan ya dust ni wisi bebebe wo enframama ke wo ye home ko ye mu so wo she mask ya wutimi filter all these things respiratory disease ni ade no entimi mai muti ye be stress Ghana fo nyina ye mfa ye santo akonya no so na yenko sa yare se be ya ye betimi adi so nkunim na eya na ye mare ho se me hwe TV na me tie news na wo hwe country be say Rwanda I say Rwanda is not beautiful tie ntimi nya bi wo ha ye betimi aye Ghana ama Ghana ye fe na mesre na Addo se hwe science for no na mo challenge bi throw some challenge to the scientists come out with proposal say because much will be that they call now on show mumu kena to say Nuguchi ne Wabip ne private ones by Yamachi Biotech a young scientist or map back together they are trying to do something gene lab and they intimi show mumu kena no intimi enye bibi na yentimi fan save ye ho ye produce ene mane kakra ni bi wo ha dan se bibia ye beto e de fra brochire e de abagana sa de nke bebre pa because bi ade no mde ba no omo mu hia wo ho nti omo ya e bia de beka no nsope no mde bebre na yentimi nku yare na yenyina yentimi enya ye ho esa mde manu besi no so menchia me ho ka for obedi ni birthday na ochi I wish her happy birthday.
Wife the same.
Afrakuma entry
Yakupon Shano for sacrificing or the watch yo. Say young Ghana for any lab near worry wo because we spending more time or lab chief ye. It more doctors and nurses near there they say. Because you amo kakra nye.
Because you na me pie kwa na me dwane na me tete. Nti enye izi nyamisha no pa.
Yakupon Shano. Yakupon Shano pa. Yeah, that's message my de bia be fro wo bia wo je to de bia na o che na kra de one show scraps number to de bia one show scraps na de aba oh
we point am concern but dem ka buy
yeah that's pa so we timi aba be dum ye abusa for penny kase won na wo ye lab for penny pa kolebu uduru ho na be kwa ye lab mu nyina mu penny no ono covid-19 virus so obo wa so ti sen ono nim bibia ne se ne o che mu se delta variant na aba no nani edin pa wonye small children edu di ho agro na ye ayi se rofo a oba ene oso obo nipa no bo wa ba akugu so a o de 10 ene eba yera set agiman no chief medical laboratory scientist wona hwe lab fo in fact onu kra na di ani mo ko set Barbados fo lab wo mo airport ma wo mo St Lucia no ne ade nyina tigana ya wazo yo na chese politics intino de wono yemu nti mami read mo messages ne de aka na minya message ma kwan na yentoa enkomo no so ewo hanum sei abrantie baako aban kwasi mesha kwasi afia more fire me dey say my issue disclaimer dada say me metia no me papa ta ba afo na di me ko school tema committee 9 saito Redemption Valley kobusa mase wo ho sa akodi mu nya say enim say school no nti me obia ndisi mami entua meka MPP ntua meka unnim na send me nsenhunu message bia meto me bu first na me si me mua meto me bu yi wano akeka bia kyerɛw ente tukokɔ bia wo bia num o ani eja atu fita na woni me papa ta ba for sane na no wo ya kan for asem ma me level meto me bu ayew bi small boy bia unru ba bia me mfie dudu ahomache amasori the number of masori ahomache oba besia struggling o ka say obra we easy struggling to buy dokuno ni nchinam slept on empty stomach ye nidi kwa elections ni masa many abreo many politician bien tuameka o journalist o mo ye politics o de wasem ba me so me ma ayi freeman block o keke me ameyew asana mama freeman a block o me meyew asana mama freeman block o hwe kran kiti telita bisi bia mo so mano an mo de tete na say mo suba ma ban so wano ana odi atem you don't pay me but you think you can insult me on tuameka politician na mutu amuka mo bungalow V8 tinam mutu am entertainment allowance no mushi amuka anawo let's call Honorable to come and share wisdom with us now ni mfie dudu am there uni experience am wo you think you can insult but who share politician 2 days ya we university akoye politics a wodi NDC and MPP echi o say honorable na me wo be ye me ya politics and can me ya frontline member of parliament say me ya politics a kojo opon kroma ye minister obetu me media adwuma mu nonsense you guys o send message na be di atem who ba be si atesa me a wa born bra paid her bills went hard to this place show some respect damn show some respect oba be si o I don't rely on people. Only hey, mo be man dem me kuma na me ataba afọ no sunsum na ba. Ma oba besi abra ma bra ho machin ma soya ho machin over 15 years. Me tegana ye adwuma ti sadia me ti abrochire. Me tegana ye adwuma ti sadia me ti abrochire. Oda midnight 4 a.m. no aso 4:30 me ti office. Me ti office because me mpese obi na beto amadi. Say ye dokono ne nchina mkra me okay. Me mpe yi buffet. Me see so me mpe buffet. Aka slay queen and kofo ye nyina kama ye bi. Me struggle me bre na ma ye adwuma na ma to aduane adi me bre. Adwuma bie ni wonu ma me ye wa asase so me fa na easy from PMP kobusa Mr. Vanderpoy. From PMP Mr. Vanderpoy. Akosi me boss kosi twum. Samens Samalata Mensa o TTFM. Kosi Charles Mensa. Me other boss or multimedia. And you Obusobia was worked with me. Work very hard. And ya for cry ni ya bedu se nya fo ya mfa ni easy cry. Nkrutu adwuma bia upon cry say o ya de betina adwuma ni aye. Election from me start election election way 2000 election yeah politicians na akwaji post omo na agi V8 omo na agi yi nyina politicians we yen ni agina TV so I didn't have to do it anya force yes me report it even election night kwasi ada yetna se anadwo 7 o'clock kwasi anopa 7 yeah if you POKUAA me jina me na so she akonya na wada Jesus Christ how many people can do it? How many people? 2003, yani Professor Mills in Amadan. Professor Mills, you are free me. I thought they be a teletabis and come over send this any message. Muka said I'm a lady 2 days in I'm starting at my own. Muka said 2 days in I'm starting at my. Professor Mills, near Professor Mills in Amadan and a Joe. Kobusa set of for that was even before POKUAA and Nido Kraba. Before POKUAA and Nido even came. Ye brani and nam bush. Ye the politicians that you reporting na mada 12 a.m. bakubi edu adan 12 na nsuo so to na atim ye the politicians na ma onim pick up no bucket na chi na ho no mde ye journalist tena o mde politicians tie omo mo TV8 mu no na the journalist fo na gu pick up chi no nsuo to na ebro yen na ye hyase ye ma tena pick up mu free the politicians that ye kobokina to report salary saying but because we believe in cutting our coat according to our size me nam dade me century Ghana News Agency boss tema busa papa no wupo me century nyakopo mfa okran me tumi tena wiem na me hu nyina atififre papa si adan ho na asoma o efia POKUAA betena se na jojo ho nya nkwa na ya journalist na utu fie no anya 1 CD data you want to come and insult me. You want to come and insult me? Unim bra ma bre. Include I had to savulugu. Na me tebas mu na me ko. Apa dentro by election na me tebas mu na me ko. Enya bete wati. Us send me say hunu me fire pepe. Ya na gentle just on na raba and I be classy. Yeah, sometimes I was so jai classy no share the sim. Now fire obi abi. No bians won say massa. Obi anyo obi wa ha. You don't pay me. Despite na tua meka. So kwa me despite. Was say tua tax ama ban na bia koto V8 ama o minister now share na say na friend say producer class time aso. Ka me fire ko si 10. Sure dey open ho. Sorry how much over 20 years or about we send message and I dey na journalist. Nonsense. O ma me be ubetime o ma me betime aduru me. Uma wa send message uma me obetumi aduru unim from Tom Banchi to board here to microphone o ka say easy Tom Banchi to board here temakwase GYASO temakomtira to here. Don't bring yourself and send me those messages. Don't respect you wanna respect me. O pe bufu afako omo awutua taxes no mo no. Those who are chopping the pepe go there. Don't send me any frivolous message. There mukasa brabono enye bete nkofo bebre mra yenti o te wiase o mra ye o ba wenya ni free wakogigi poyi fu soja sika no wa be send message obi si be di na temti no wa ba be di na tem enye bete o wiase sa efa message nsi akra de aka no kra next time beto aso ebusa for GYASO dwumedie ni efa me vim lady afia POKUAA aseda kese nkoma production team no yera odame na yera wo enti odame ye ma chinkwa na wo ma me so afiri mu nti we double salancer ukotua hospital wasa kotua ayie enye bete kra frema bankro na ye social media ni nyina ntu ba na obeya ono no betop block no ono no blocking microphone no be block o simple kra yera Kojo Hansen na ye sound engineer ni nyina ma me patron de me hiti nti allow me to hit next week you could have jojo but you could have crowd send me some message ma go hit again this year mo obi amfa ne sa obi ayo obi moja wo obi amu wonfa tax mame so don't send me insulting me criticize fire but don't insult and no dey any book bi amu say it is okay for you to come and insult as I say nkoba facility pro wo madarma ene edi dwumedie emremo sanso ene edi asedama April June ebe edo niema no bes ebe ko ba bia opese edi ko bia oba wo school ana oba bia na opese o send o niema no kwa April June edi be ko ama best assurance any best point savings and loans afi this we chocolate drink do here any institution special ice wo madarma IGP yero opombuenu ya na wase IGP heavily protected by IGP magnie ono ane de IGP pa na yemfa aseda kese ni Nyankopon hira na hoden yemfa nta ye nua COP ekufu dampare wona ye new IGP Nyankopon hira no papa ne ye nipa Nyankopon hira no on hira ne bio and make him an IGP of a difference Nyankopon hira ne ma me amwako hene Mr. amwako hene former Ghana ambassador to Canada Nyankopon hira no ma enkwatenti na ebusuafo be hia biem Nyankopon ya adoma ukuada we GYASO yadamase
when you are there, I want to be to our tight. Go phone point so na makofa pro so call ya ne oba ye de draw parliament.